Sir Kitty Purrington.
Not surprised. He's got like mod clothing and like a Cthulhu ball of yarn.
I mean, it was the ball of yarn that got me, that drew me to it. I mean, it was either going to be him or shit. I forgot what the other one I was going to just torn between. It's torn between him and I
Princess
think,
Holiday?
No, I think the Zanzibart. Yeah, Zanzibart. I was torn between the two of them. So what's the blood counter for?
Blood counter is used for stuff, but I don't really remember what. That's why I was trying to see if I could find it here in the manual. But I think this manual is the Part 1 manual?
No, that sounds like a personal problem.
It just means I'm going to load up the other one, just here in another window real quick.
Well, fine then. Be that way.
Yes, that's right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure this out.
Okay. What's confusing you? Or interrupting you? Or causing you issue?
Well, I got the invite and it gave me an opportunity to put in a password. So I put in the password that was sent to me, and nothing's connecting.
Let me send you another invite.
Password right?
Yeah, he should have. I sent it to him, right?
Yeah, I got table.
Oh no.
Okay, it says enter server password, and so I put in the password.
Yeah.
All one word, all lowercase.
Oh, that one doesn't go anywhere. There we go.
Aha. That's the spell sheet. Just gotta give me... Attention, the standee matters. That crazy stand-up piece is now a coveted heirloom in the game. If you control it, several of your spells will increase in strength. It can also earn you extra blood. But... there we go. Here we are. Epic spell wars of the battle wizards rumble at Castle Tentakill.
Yeah.
Okay, I do not know what I'm doing wrong here.
Okay, try not using the invite and just seeing if you can browse for friends games.
Yeah, just a little tick mark next to friend game.
Or you can right click any of us and join game.
Yes, that should also potentially help.
Haha! Victory is mine. I made Boo yawn.
And we weren't even in bed this time.
Wow. I just noticed this guy, Methion, the Wizard of Speed.
I mean, he pretty much looks like he's making meth, right? With his little biohazard suit and gas mask.
And his little tank.
And the guy down there at the bottom who is clearly like an adult junkie of some sort.
Former child star. Same thing.
Which is, yeah, really, I mean, the same thing. Speaking of, how is Corey Feldman doing?
I've not heard since he was attacked and stuck with a hypodermic needle.
Really?
Yeah, he really was, like a week ago.
Jesus.
Is it not doing it for you, Sealy Bob?
No, for some reason, it's just I put in the password and it just puts me out to the main join or create screen.
Make sure I typed it to you right. Yeah.
Enter server password, which is...
Yeah. Maybe try quitting the application and relaunching it. If it's the first time that you've launched it, maybe it's behaving weird. Moose from You Can't Do That on Television went on to do some political stuff as well as continuing to do comedy. Oh, that's cool. Oh, there we go. Sealy Bob connected. Yes. Yeah, I don't know what was up with that, but it did its thing. So we all have tablets which have the rules of the base game, and they're almost exactly the same for the other. The cards that we have, the manual cards, should be a combination of both. It says it's a combination of both. It does not matter which kind of who you draw out there in the center. It's just somebody. It's just who looks cool. Now there may be a possibility that you may have to do something in a crazy voice. It doesn't necessarily have to be the voice of your character, but you do have to read your spells in a very epic voice. It's required. Oh, Sealy Bob. Give me just a second here. I'm going to... There we go. Now I've moved you. Ha 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 ha. Well, I wanted to hold back on that a little bit so I could explain it to everybody. But now that Sealy Bob is here, it says you might have noticed the 6 blood drip markers on the punch-out sheet. Those are for tracking the blood that you collect throughout the game. Blood's a secondary resource you can spend to increase the potency of spell components, treasures, and dead wizard cards. So you start each match with no blood. If you kill a foe, you get 3 blood. That's the easiest way. You get no blood for killing yourself, though. It's fine. You maintain your blood count from game to game during a match, and you do not reset it when you die. You might even be able to gain or spend some while you're dead. You cannot have more than 25 blood at any time. So yeah, everybody can pick up a blood token. You're just basically going to go up instead of down, like you do with your hit points. So it's not a big deal to have one of those. That's why they're halved, so they can be in the same space. It says if you don't have blood to spend, you cannot make the payment of whatever it is to do that. So paying the blood cost is part of the activation of that spell component. You can choose to pay it or not before dealing any damage, rolling any dice, whatever. You can't kill a foe, gain 3 blood, and then pay the blood cost on the spell that you just used. There's also creatures, and I'm going to read that part real quick for those who've already played it, and then we'll actually go through everything. But creatures are a subset of the delivery component. So all the deliveries in this set are also creatures. The word creature appears in the lower left corner of a card. So creatures are unique that they stay in play at the end of your casting. Some creatures have the word keep somewhere on them, and when you keep a creature, you leave it face down in front of you. You don't discard it with the rest of your components. Most of the time, you trigger the keep keyword by rolling well on a power roll. So it may say, like, roll a d6. If you roll a 5 or a 6, keep this creature. So anytime you would... no, because it's in play. It says, with a face-up creature in play, you have a new friend. This faithful companion is even willing to sacrifice its life for you. Anytime you would take damage from a foe, you can instead choose to discard a face-up creature you have in play. Doing so negates the damage done to you, but not to other players. Creatures cannot absorb self-inflicted damage. A creature that is unresolved, so still face down in your spell, is not eligible for this kind of loyalty. If a card deals in multiple instances of damage, like 2, and then 2 more later, the creature only gets to block 1 instance of damage. So if a card deals 2 damage or 4 damage, if you're the strongest foe or whatever, it's a single instance of that 4 damage. But one creature, even a puny one, can absorb all of it. It says, while protecting you like a guard dog is useful, if you hold on to your creature until the next round, you get to attack with it again when your initiative comes up. In fact, you have to. You cannot skip making the power roll for it. So you may summon a goblin that will allow you to deal 1 damage to a target every turn. It says, a kept creature does not add to the spell component card count that determines how quickly you cast your spell. For instance, if you play a 3-card spell and you have 2 critters, you're still playing a 3-card spell, not a 5-card spell. But for the fun of it, you should add your kept creatures to your spell name announcement. The other important thing to notice is that the glyphs on your kept creature, so if it's like an arcane or a necromancy or something like that, are counted for all the glyphs of your spells. So if you have an arcane creature out and you cast an arcane spell, it makes it stronger. So that's the big difference on that. So we'll actually cover all of it at this point in time. We'll cover how to play the game. So Sealy Bob, go ahead and pick a character.
Pick a character you like. It makes no game difference.
Right. People told you people can't resist Faye Ticklebottom.
You're going to be Faye Tinkerbottom?
Yeah.
The Enchanter!
Faye Ticklebottom. The Enchanter!
So where did I put this guy?
Just drop it in front of you. Okay.
And
so for all the others,
going to grab you a life counter, and that starts on 20.
Where's the life counter at?
I put it right in front of you.
Don't know why they're falling down normally.
I don't think they actually stack. They're individual tablets.
No, I mean, like, I don't know why they're doing like this all willy-nilly like that instead of...
Like that.
Oh.
I just deleted them once they were all in a stack. It's fine. It's fine.
And then this is for the blood mechanic. It starts at 0.
Yeah, so not even putting mine on my board for right now. So
yeah, mine's beside my board.
It's beside itself.
The blood is beside itself.
All right. So let's talk a little. Let's talk a little bit about cards. So right here, I'm hearing echo from somebody.
Same.
Hello. It's gone.
I have no idea. Okay. Can't be me.
Yeah, I was looking. Yeah, exactly. I was looking for all the spell types. There we go. So there are 3 types of cards: beginnings, middles, and ends. You can cast just a beginning. You could cast a beginning and a middle. You could cast a beginning and an end. But there are some combinations which are not valid. So you could also play just the middle if you wanted to. What you can't do is play like 2 middles. Where did the card go?
Over here in your hand.
Oh no. Okay. So you can't play like 2 middles. That's not allowed. That's not a thing that you can do. And you can kind of see how it goes by looking at the art. It will always show a caster, and then it widens out, and then it ends with something.
And the scroll will always start with the... You can always tell by the scroll the design of the scroll too.
So down here in the very bottom corner, you see this one is primal, the next one is elemental, and the last one is illusion creature. So these are different
Fortnite.
Yeah. these are different glyph types. If they were all primal, like, all right, here, so let's look at the middle. Inferno-tastic. Deal 1 damage to each foe for each elemental glyph in your spell. In this case, you would deal 1 damage to each person because you only have 1 elemental. If the beginning was also elemental, it'd be 2 damage to each person. If you had a fire imp in play that was an elemental creature, you would deal 3 damage. So that's how that all stacks up.
And there are cards that have for each different glyph in the spell. So
Right.
you have to actually read the card and figure out if you are how you should play it. There is a little bit of strategy involved.
Yes.
There's more to this game than funny noises and hilarious characters and wonderful art.
Funny names.
But that is a part of it, though.
A huge part.
Oh yes.
So the nameplate banner, big important thing. Now here's the thing. We will wind up drawing handfuls of these cards. You must play all of the components of your spell at the same time. So when we go around the table, everybody's going to put out a hand of their spells. They'll put them down face down like this. This is 3. Someone might do one that's 2. Someone might do one that's 1. The fewer cards you're playing, the faster you cast your spell. So you get to go first. Now, important to notice, if for some reason 2 people have the same number of cards, there's an initiative counter here on this last card, and it says 20. All right? You can peek at it to see it. Basically, the highest initiative delivery acts first. If there's a tie, then we roll dice. If you don't have anything on there, it's considered a 0. So if I played this as my 1 card and somebody played this as their 1 card, I would go first because I have a 20 and they have a 0.
Dun, dun, dun.
So that's that part. When we reveal our spells, when it's your initiative turn and time to do it, in your best epic wizard voice, you read the name of your spell in dramatic fashion. King Oberon's Inferno-tastic Fart Night. Or whatever.
You're going to have so much fun with this voice changer, aren't you?
I might, or I might just try and use my own silly voices. But if you're missing the source, if you're missing the beginning, if there's no King Oberon, then it's Sealy Bob's Inferno-tastic Fart Night or whatever. You know, you just make it up. If you don't have the middle part, make it up. You don't have to. You're not in trouble if you don't. But you should do it. Now, if you don't say it in a cool way, the group gets to decide a proper punishment for you.
That's bullshit.
Just saying. Sometimes, maybe it's just switching your character out to something that we think sounds more like your normal delivery voice, because that just didn't seem right. Or maybe it's taking damage. Who knows? It's totally arbitrary and potentially unfair.
I'm not sure I like that part, but okay.
Well, just remember to say it in a epic voice of some sort. King Oberon's Inferno-tastic Fart Night. doesn't matter how you do it, as long as it sounds
I'm just
cool
waiting to see
and
how
funny.
Sealy Bob plays Faye Tinklebottom.
Yes. Occasionally you'll
Oh,
have to
boy.
make a roll. Like on Fart Night here, there's a roll power, right? So you would have to roll dice. It says if you roll 1 to 4, you deal 1 damage and you keep it. If it's more than that, you basically too much damage. You deal the damage, but you're going to lose the creature.
Also, just to keep in mind, when you hover over a card, you can just press the Alt button and you can zoom in on it automatically.
Yes, that's an important safety tip.
Oh yeah, this is his first time booting
exactly.
up the game, isn't it?
It's our first time. Yeah. So flipping over a card, you hover over it and you hit F. It'll do the same thing for an entire group of cards.
To roll, just click and hold the mouse button over the die, and then just wah,
Yeah, it's physics enabled, so you can just click and throw it.
wah.
Trying to think of what else is important. We have a hand area. So if you drag it over towards your name, you'll see that it kind of highlights it. Right now it's in your hand. All we see is a black card. You, however, can see that there's a card in your hand.
Okay.
It's down there at the bottom. It stays with you as you move around. If you hold Alt, it zooms up so that you can read it.
Okay, that makes things a lot
And
easier.
Yes.
to kill a zombie, you have to go.
Meh.
Wrong game, but you've got the right idea. Meh,
Now, when
indeed.
it says to roll power, it is 1 die for every matched glyph in the set.
Right.
So if these would have been 3 illusions, you would roll 3 dice. So that's how you get like the 10 plus, the 15 plus.
Bum bum bum.
Yeah.
There, more dice.
1, 2, 3, 4,
All right.
First 10
There
plus.
you go. I was
So
about to say that
7?
didn't even amount, but now it is.
most spells have targets, right? And these are predefined. Like heal 2 hit points is you. Deal 1 damage to each foe is everybody else, obviously. But there are some where it's real specific. Like the strongest and weakest foes, the strongest is the person with the most hit points. The weakest is the person with the fewest hit points. It doesn't matter what treasure they have or how many cards they have or anything else like that.
These are fake
And
dice.
when it's a tie, you choose either both or you pick one. It really
With one exception. If it says stronger or weaker foes than you, if they have the same number of hit points as you, they're neither. So you can't target them. As
I've
far
been
as
playing this game wrong.
well, that's what it says.
Ripperonis.
It says a stronger foe is any foe with more hit points than you, a weaker is with any fewer. If there's a tie, you get to choose who you want to consider stronger or weakest. If a foe has the same amount of hit points, they are neither stronger nor weaker. So, random foes will just number people off. So if I got a thing for random foes, Sealy Bob would be 1, and King Trash Panda would be 2, and Boo would be 3, or probably 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, since we have 6-sided dice.
There
are occasionally cards that say to add new stuff. Like you may play a card that says to add another component, in which case you can basically pick another thing out of the deck usually. If it's like an ending and you already have an ending, that does not make it illegal. You were directed to draw that card. So it's still a legal spell. So if we had 2 Q&E, by the way, rotate. If we had, let's see, what did we get here? Another beginning, I would just drag it like this. Both of these resolve. They're both legal in the spell, but only if a card tells you to do that. So, no worries on that.
Yeah, well, that'd be very confusing on how to read that one.
Yeah, but we'll figure it out. I would just say somebody and so-and-so's whatever. Blueberry. Give me them.
What? I shuffled and drew.
Yes, he's gonna deal them all to everyone.
We're still going through everything. So
I was planning out my hand while you were explaining the rules to the plebs.
That's an unfair advantage.
I don't even know about that. I think it's just antisocial. There are cards called, let's see if we can find one here real quick.
He's cheating the deck. He's cheating the deck.
Yep. If you
Don't
see a
let him
little
draw
magnifying
first.
glass like that, it means that I'm looking through the deck.
Someone's cheating the heart of the card.
Where are the wild magic cards? There's one.
Eh.
Wild magic. these can be used in place of any spell on a card, just like it says. And then it will actually, this is one of the ones that tells you to replace things. So it's a wild card. Occasionally we'll have treasures.
Yeah,
We'll be directed to draw treasures for certain things. These are over here. So here's an example treasure. The Proton Gem. You can use this to your spell face up. It counts as wild magic, but it's not discarded, which is crazy.
Yeah, I want that card. I would have had
Genius.
that card too if somebody went and took away my goddamn hand. Never mind.
Salty much?
Yeah, it's boo. So when you die, because it will happen, people will die because we're playing to the last person standing. You discard all the cards in your hand, and you get to draw a card from the Dead Wizard deck. You still get to play, even if you're dead. So here's a Dead Wizard card, for instance. Wild Furicorn Meadow at the end of the current game. Go find a wild magic card and set it aside. After you get your straw in your hand next time, you get it. Sometimes they'll say things like, deal 2 damage to the person that just killed you or something like that. So
And there are some that just say do nothing. So
there's a Dead
It's like-
Wizard one right there.
there's also like +1 hit point in the next round and all sorts of fun stuff. You start with a treasure next round.
The winner of the previous game gets the standee, Castle Tentakill. If you have it, at the end of each round of play, it goes around, you get 1 blood. If you kill the foe who has it, you take it.
Nice.
Yes. Occasionally, some spell components will have the keyword reaction on them. Reaction cards let you spring a surprise on somebody in case of your untimely death. So if you have a reaction card in your spell and you get killed before you get a chance to resolve it, it goes off and does a thing. So you may cast a spell that's like a lightning bolt and it has reaction in it. And if somebody manages to kill you, say with a creature or a treasure, before it goes off, you deal the reaction stuff. So we shouldn't really have to worry about that unless it happens. So we'll find out.
Tune in
All right.
next time.
Yeah,
the
tune in
actual
next
battle.
time. This was fun, guys. No.
The
All
K
right.
key turns out the power, so we got to quit the game.
So, all right, the way that you draw your cards, and let's make sure
Well,
we draw the
are
right
you
number
as-
of cards.
Or as the host, you could just click a deal.
That's true. I can do that.
That would probably be the fairest way of doing it.
It works. So, all right. So, deal.
Just click this. Just click the gray so it deals to everyone.
Yes. 1, 2.
Oh,
3.
you need to turn off unused hands.
Oh. Throw all your shit back in the middle.
And we're all making a mess of it.
You guys are a mess. Disable unused. Got it. All right. Why?
Well, you didn't say to do it in any specific order. Problem solved.
I'm mad, y'all. There it goes.
Missed one. And I didn't even put it on right.
There we go. Now it's shuffled. Now we're good. Now we've disabled the spare hands. So let me deal out 8 cards to everybody. There we go.
Yay.
Everybody should have 8 cards now. You can move them around in your hand without them being revealed. Perhaps that is the type of thing that you like to do. Maybe you like to have beginnings, middles, and ends. Maybe it doesn't matter to you because you're a
Whoa, what the
filthy
hell?
cunt.
My cards are upside down on my hand.
Well, you should be able to rotate them. It's probably my fault because I added Your thing?
Purple. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I can fix the rotation on that, but it seems like you've got it fixed for the moment.
Oh no! If I turn them upside down in my in the hand on the table, they turn upside down in the hand to my.
All
See,
right.
the right
Let me
side up at the bottom of my screen. But if I change this rotation in the on the
Let me make
table,
sure
they
I'm-
become upside down on my screen.
Why? Why is it like this?
I mean, it doesn't
Uh,
matter because I can just look at it at the bottom of my screen, which are right side up. It's just they're. Oh, well, it's fine. It's fine.
You say that.
Now I can't move one of my cards. It's sideways and.
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay.
There.
Nope, now it's upside down in my hand, so don't worry about it.
Why?
I mean, it's right side up on the table, but at the bottom of the screen where the cards are, it's upside down now. So, like I said, it's fine.
Yeah, I'm
'Cause
just gonna
I'm the
leave it
only one-
alone. We'll figure it
'cause
out
I'm-
later.
Because I'm the only one who can see it, so
Yeah,
it
we'll
doesn't
figure it
bother
out
me.
later. It's fine. It's fine. All right, so let's talk about Epic Spell Wars. Since today I had my throat ripped out by a giant pair of sentient tentacles. You heard that right. A huge pair of men's balls, enormous and round with floating whip-like tentacles, its fleshy exterior covered in veins and wiry hair. It's odd how the little details become so crystal clear in that last second before you die. I laughed for a moment as the blood gurgled and sprayed from my mouth. What a ridiculous thing to have happen. I was a farmer once. I grew things before Uncle Andy came. Now I don't care about farming. I mean, how can I? I'm endlessly wicked awesome. And Uncle Andy wants me to fight, so I fight. I cast one deadly magic bolt after another. With the smell of hot popping ozone snapping around me, I fire off a huge green arc of lightning and turn my pussy opponent's head into an exploding exclamation mark of goo. Farewell, bullshit enemy. May your brief time in the void be cold solace before you are dragged back to this epic nightmare to fight, kill, and die again in an endless soul-crushing loop. I won't lie. The never-ending wizard battle is a 24/7 nightmare as the world continues to spin out of control, untethered further and further from any sane version of reality. And just when you thought it couldn't get any more surreal, any more unbearably bizarre, a new type of spell has been introduced. Yes, new, an even more twisted gift from dear Uncle Andy has been added to our earth-shattering arsenal. The warlock who has it is frankly bored of simply detonating people into fiery chunks of viscera. Behold, monsters. Yes, now we can summon fucking monsters to kill people for us. You don't even have to do it yourself. Now you can summon a twisted nightmare creature from, shit, I assume the very bowels of hell itself. Of course, that means you'll also be on the receiving end of this boon, so you have being devoured alive to look forward to. I used to like being radical to the max. I mean, who wouldn't? Filled with power, the tingly raw sensation of commanding lightning and fire, and the sudden elation when you realize the rules don't apply anymore. Who gives a shit about anything? Fuck it, you could summon a demonic dung nadu and bury your opponent in an avalanche of crap, or fire a huge meteor and obliterate half of a village in the blink of an eye. You didn't have power.
You were power.
And fuck anyone that told you different. What could possibly be better? What else mattered? For a couple of 100 years, nothing else did. But it's getting old, and so am I. Sure, I'm not the simple farmer I once was. I'm a badass wizard. But deep down, my core is changing, and the years are burying me. You can see it in my eyes, the weight of eternity. I've died 1,000 times. Shit, maybe more. I've honestly lost count. Every time is more balls out epic than the last. At least that's what I tell myself. Each time a pink lightning beam burns my eyes out or some other awful bullshit tears my limbs off as I slowly bleed to death, I always return to one thought. Invariably, I hear the other wizard whooping and hollering about being a super badass winner, and I lay dying. I close my eyes and picture the face of my daughter as she was, a beautiful little girl. I close my eyes and pray that the nightmare will end once and for all, and I will stay dead.
But I never do.
And yet, there's a glimmer of hope. I've heard a rumor that dear Andy may have made a mistake. And if gods can make mistakes, he gave us the ability to summon entities from who knows where. Maybe, just maybe, if something as awful as Uncle Andy can exist, then maybe a Grim Reaper exists also. Maybe summoning the Reaper will help me find a way out of this nightmare. So that should set the scene for you guys, right there.
Yeah. So I figured out what it is.
Good.
When you placed the
Yeah.
purple color, you placed
Yeah.
it backwards because my icon is facing the table instead of away from the table.
Yeah. I wondered about that. That's what I was trying to rotate, but it wasn't having it. I'll worry about it at some point in time. But for now, it's fine. It's fine. All right. So we have a full hand of 8 cards. So doesn't matter who goes first. There is no going first. Going first depends on how long your spell is. So look to make something that's either a beginning, a middle, or an end, or some valid combination of them. Turn them face down and put them out in front of you.
Okay, how do you turn them face down with the controls here?
F.
If.
Okay.
Notice that is your grade.
And if you have a 3-part spell, take note of the initiative first.
Yes.
You can do it in your hand as well.
There are dogs barking. I don't know if it's ours or our neighbors. If it's the neighbors, it's a very loud dog.
Yeah. Maybe like
Because-
that.
Because we have a lot of distance between us and neighbors. The joys of living in the middle of nowhere.
Right?
No, that's Boomer.
All right. So I've got my cards.
Mm-hmm.
I've placed my spell and it is ready for action.
All right. Everybody's playing a 3 card.
Yes.
My initiative is 16.
Irrelevant.
Oh,
Because
no.
Initiative's 4.
impatient.
Oh. So your spell resolves first, and you deal 1 damage to each of us. Oh, don't flip yours
Yes.
over yet. If you want to look at it, you can right-click and choose Search if it's in a stack. Otherwise, just like pull it back to your hand, I guess, and look at it there, I think would be safest. We'll just trust you're not shifting your cards around.
All right. Trash Panda is playing his spell now. Shall I flip my reveal the full spell now?
Let Sealy Bob put his card back
Okay.
out there. He was just looking to check his initiative. If you stack them up, like I have, you can actually right-click and choose Search like it's a deck. But
Okay.
it doesn't really matter whether you put them out there like that or not. So
Alrighty. Let me know when I can read my spell.
yes, you can do your thing.
The sly rollers, impatient spider monkey.
Nice. Gross also. So all right, take us through it card by card. What's happening?
Right. Well, all 3 of them are arcane, so that's fun. Well, first I have to roll 1 die. Give me a die. Yoink. And let's see what happens. I rolled a 1. I take
the
the
standee.
standee.
Well, crap.
the cuddle wizard, Sir Kitty Purrington, has claimed the castle. And next is the impatient part. It resolves first, and it deals 1 damage to each foe.
Okay. Down to 19 life.
And now I roll to attack the foe on my right, which would be Sealy, I think, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
Sealy Bob.
Okay.
No.
It says roll power, but it's should I
3 dice.
okay, 3 dice.
It's 3 arcane, so you'd roll 3 dice.
Sealy Bob, I think I'm picking up your desktop audio
So that one out of the way.
in Discord. Like, I think it's refeeding your desktop audio back into your mic.
Yeah.
I think we had a problem with, was it Brock who was having a problem with that?
16.
No, it was Wolverine.
16.
Wow. So what do we
So-
get for 16?
I have dealt 4 damage to Sealy Bob, and I've gained 1 blood, and I keep the spider monkey.
Yikes. Okay.
So do I keep my spell out, or just until everyone's done, or do I just go ahead and start discarding the parts?
Go ahead and discard your other 2 parts. You keep your spider monkey, of course.
I'm assuming discard will be placed right next to the deck.
I think that's a good place for it, yeah.
Yeah.
So does it go face down now, or does it stay face up?
Your spider monkey stays out face up.
Okay.
And is brutal.
Yeah, no shit.
I have exploded your head with a spider monkey. Oh no, the spider moonkey.
Okay. I
So
have
Kitty
a
Purrington is amused
initiative
with
of
it.
4, so it's between you two.
All right, mine was a
I got
16.
Mine's at 15.
15? All right, so I go next. And I am playing Rosebottom's Lowballing Tentakiller. So
Oh.
I gain 1 hit point for each different glyph in my spell. There's only 2 that are in my spell, so I'll go up 2 to 21 life. Lowballing. A foe of your choice who does not have a treasure draws a treasure. And then deal 2 damage to each foe with the treasure. So,
So who you want to have a treasure?
Boo, you may have a treasure.
I will take a treasure.
And then take 2
And I'll
damage.
take the damage.
Oh, that's cool.
When you gain this treasure, choose the source quality and put it. Oh,
Yep. It's pretty good. So basically, he gets to pick one of his cards,
Nice.
and he gets to put it under that card, and its glyph counts as a glyph for every one of his spells.
Nice.
And then we have Tentakiller, 1 foe with no creatures in play. I'm going to choose Boo.
hold on. I took 2 from that.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a possibility that I'm either going to deal 2 damage and keep this sucker, or if I get more than that, I might be able to do 3 and steal your treasure.
Hope for 2 5s.
9.
You got 9.
Okay, so you take 2 damage, and I get to
damage.
keep my critter. But you get to keep your treasure. So it was either I was going to get a treasure or I was going to get a critter.
A monster.
So, that was kind of my thought on that.
It's a win-win.
Yes.
I hope you guys are enjoying those creatures. You're about to lose them.
Say this.
Just letting you know.
Yep, no, that happens. That absolutely happens. So now it is Sealy Bob's
Silly
turn.
Bob.
Okay, here. F flips.
Yes.
Grids, glow balls, boulderific, brain suck.
God,
Oh.
I love the art on all this stuff.
Yeah, I know. It's so great.
Deal 3 damage to the foe on your left. Pay 2 blood. Deal 3 damage to each foe instead.
Sadly,
Okay,
you
so
have
to your
no
left, that would
blood.
be
So-
me.
Now you got no
so
blood,
that would
but
be Panda.
I take 3 damage.
and then deal 1 damage to the foe on your left, 2 damage to the foe on his left, 3 damage to the foe on their left, and so on till I damage each foe.
So I have took 1 damage. Was that
I
right?
took 2, and then Mal takes 3.
Yep.
And then brain suck, foe of my choice.
Wouldn't the minions take the hit on those?
It
Or do you
can.
choose?
I can choose to sacrifice if I want to. And I think that's a good idea. I will choose to sacrifice my minion. Because it's really not going to help me gain a bunch of treasure if there's only 1 treasure out there. Once I steal it, then what? So I'd
Yeah.
rather stay
I'm sorry,
healthy.
I had to step away for a moment.
Oh, okay.
Third one, foe of my choice. Going to be Panda.
All right, roll for it.
What do I roll?
You roll 1 dice.
You'll
One
roll
die.
1
1 die.
die.
Yes.
Where's the dice at?
They're
Here we go.
You
That'll
throw it
also
on the
work.
table.
No, that also works.
All right, I
Do they-
take 1 damage.
I thought this one was the one that appeared. Oh no,
Oh.
I see what you mean. Yeah. You're right. I'm
Oh, either way,
curious.
it's still 1 damage.
Yeah.
What happens if I spawn it off? It went up to a 4. What happens if I do it again? I don't know, man. Just throwing it off the table might be a way to do it.
Okay. So I just throw these back in the stack.
yeah.
Into the discard, yes.
Yes, because yours is actually not a creature. So
We
the easiest way to
have-
do it, yeah, is just grab one at a time. There you go, just like that.
Burning bangers. Sparkling.
Sparkling.
Cone of acid.
Oh shit!
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, we'll take us through it.
Choose one. Either take the standee and deal 1 damage to each foe, or deal 3 damage to a foe who does not have the standee. Yoink.
So I take 1 damage.
Each foe. Everybody takes
each
1
of it.
damage.
Everybody takes 1 damage.
Yep.
Sparkling. Deal 1 die to a random foe. So 1, 2, Mal, Sealy Bobs, 3, 4, Pandas, 5, 6.
Yes.
Mal.
Just
is
dropped
taking-
it. All right.
Fine.
Still Mal.
So Mal.
So fate. All right, I got it.
You are taking 4 damage.
Oh my god.
And since I have the standee, I deal 2 damage to a different foe.
So it cannot be Mal again.
Thank God.
So that would be Sealy. Because
Sealy
Mal was 1, 2, 3, 4.
is taking
No, it takes 2.
Oh, 2 damage. You
yeah,
just
2
take 2
damage.
damage. Cone of acid. Foes on my left and right take 1 damage.
Okay.
Oh, that's just 1 damage. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll keep my spider monkey. I love the art for this card
I know,
so
it's
much.
so good.
I love the fact that it's got the 6 little spider arms coming out the side.
Same.
All right, so that was the end of Boo's, right? So that's the end of the
Yep.
round.
Yes.
Boo gets 1
Okay.
blood for having the tower, the standee, at the end of the round. So, now,
Thief.
did everybody play 3? I think everybody played 3.
Yes.
Yep.
I did 4 because the treasure.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, and then another 1 to boot. All right. So we do it again.
There. You go there.
There is. Let's see. Wanted to look and see if there was a thing in the turn order about discarding cards out or something else like that. Can't really recall if there was or was not. Let's see here. What do we have? Turn order. Each wizard draws from the main deck till they have a full. Yeah, that's fine. Turn order. You announce, you play, you resolve. Everybody plays their stuff. Highest initiative goes first. Building a spell, using a spell, reveal your spell, magical glyphs. Targets.
Ooh.
Treasures. Yep. No, there's no discard. Just play that shit.
Okay, so does my spider monkey stay in active, or do I deactivate him, or what?
No, it stays active, and whenever it's your turn to act, the spider monkey's gonna do its thing again.
Nice.
Yep. I'm looking to see exactly at what point in time. It says if you hold on to it till your next round, you get to attack with it when your initiative comes up. In fact, you must.
Ah.
I don't see anything that says if it's supposed to be. It says when your initiative comes up, so I think that's before the spell even goes off.
I take it if it fails the roll, then it gets discarded, correct?
If you don't do whatever it does that allows you to keep it.
It becomes discarded, right?
Right. For mine, only one of my options would have said keep. So if I had missed something else, it would have done its thing and then it would have disappeared.
Right.
So.
Okay. My spell is ready. Let me make sure I got the. Let's see. Okay. Panda is ready.
I believe I'm ready.
The cuddle wizard is ready.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mal's still picking cards.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Ugh.
Somebody else isn't, though.
Well, tough. It's just how life is.
Tough titties. There we go.
All right.
All right. Is anybody impatient?
I'm
I'm
not
not.
impatient.
Well, I mean, in general, I am, but I don't have the card.
All right. Initiative. I have a 14.
I got a 2.
I believe I have an 8. Let me just double check. No, I also have a 2.
I have a 0.
All right. Pew and Pew's delicious bitch witch. Reveal the top 4 cards of the main deck. Any source cards is added to the spell.
Wow, that's cool. Nope. Nope. Nope.
Son of a bitch.
Nope.
This did not go as planned.
Ruh-roh.
Land shark. All right. so what do we-
Delicious. Foes with odd numbers of HP take 1 damage for each different glyph in the spell, so you will take 3 if you're odd HP.
Yep.
I got
Shice.
12, so I'm
You're
good.
fine.
I take 3.
Bitch Witch. Foe with the most blood. Well, that would be Panda, because he has blood.
But
Because he
does it
has
count?
blood.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you
we're
also
the
we
same.
both have 1 blood, so it doesn't count, if I remember correctly.
Nope. It says foe. It's targeting foes with the most blood.
Oh.
So, not player.
Oh.
2
6.
more. 2 damage, and you lose 1 blood.
The Cuddle Wizard is in pain.
The Kettle Wizard's losing a bit of his fluff.
Oh.
The Cuddle Wizard is unhappy with this outcome.
Flora, the win state is to be the last one standing, but then we keep going. Pretty much until we're done playing. That's how this thing works.
Hoi Flo. Okay, so next is between me and Seely. So how do we
You
both
roll
have a
off.
2.
If you have the same, you both roll.
Ah. I rolled a 1.
I rolled a 4, so I
Seely
guess
goes
I
first.
go first.
Yes.
Why are you a gay Nazi?
I don't know.
What do you have against gay Nazis?
Yeah.
It just seemed fitting for the Cuddle Wizard. I don't know why.
I was just wondering where it came from. What were you channeling to get to that point?
I
Germany?
don't know. It just happened.
Alrighty then.
Came
We
from Germany
have-
somehow.
Gonzo Shrumpus's Devilicious Gornado.
Gornado. Oh my
Okay,
god, the art
here.
on that.
I roll 1 die and I gain that much HP.
Oh my god, if you had died, it would have reset
Yeah.
you to 1 hit point instead. That's really powerful.
Oh, crap. 1.
You just gained a hit point, man. It's not the worst thing in the world.
Ah, that's the guy from Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that's where the
So
Gonzo
my
part comes
choice.
from.
Let's see here. My foe choice
Hey,
will
what's
be
going on,
you,
Wolverine?
Panda.
No.
Boy, you fucked
Well,
up by
doubling
attacking
down on
Sealy
that,
Bob
huh?
first, man. He's tunneling.
So I am
Yep. So you got 1 dark, so you get to roll the
4.
1 die. Yeah.
Oh, 2 damage.
2
It's a Cuddle
damage.
Wizard.
You might want to consider getting rid of the spider monkey.
Oh, that's right.
And then
I
the
will-
final one. My
Well, I
Sacrifice
mean,
my
you
spider
can.
monkey.
You don't. Well, here's the thing. You don't have to. You get to use the spider monkey next turn if you can live
You know,
through this turn.
I will. I'm gonna live through this turn.
I mean, up to you, but
And
I can
who's
live
the
through this.
strongest here?
That would
That would be me.
yeah, that's definitely Boo.
Okay, let's roll that. 2.
2.
Yep.
You do 2 damage.
Did you roll you roll two
two
dice because
2
you're
dice.
matching your primal from your 1st and 3rd cards. 3 damage.
3 damage.
haha. It's a Cuddle Wizard's beast.
It is wonderful.
Yeah. Okay. The Cuddle Wizard casts.
It
So
is
it's
wonderful.
actually-
Would you like to come to the?
I believe
the
you. I
bath
believe
today?
your creature goes now. It says when your
Oh.
initiative turn comes up. So I believe
Right.
he is going to start attacking whoever's on your right.
So, CD,
So CD Bop.
revenge. The Sputer Monkey
But keep in
does.
mind, you only have. Oh, maybe it does go at the end because you would want to count all the symbols together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So you probably do cast your spell first and then attack.
Okay.
Makes a lot more sense.
Jacoto Wizard casts Rose Bottoms, Inferno Lucky, Dragon.
That dragon's smoking a cigarette.
Yes. Okay. So I heal 1 HP for each different glyph in my spell. That's 4 different glyphs because the spider monkey counts.
Wolverine says, touch my monkey. Love him.
1, 2, 3,
Why?
Somebody
4.
spank that monkey, please.
Okay, so I've healed 4 damage. Inferno Lucky. Each foe must roll 1 die.
The high roller gains 1 blood and gains damage equal to their roll.
Ooh.
Yikes.
I got a 6.
You
Dude,
just took 6 damage.
Yeah,
and
you
you
just
gained
took
1
6
blood.
damage. You gain 1 blood. Yeah.
So you're at 2 blood, but you've lost 6 health.
Oh no. That was not a contest I wanted to win.
Yeah, I know. I was so happy to roll low there.
I do love the fact that this game.
No,
is
you
not-
gain a blood, so you're at 2.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it's not over when you're dead. Not only do you get to keep playing Dead Wizard cards potentially, but Dead Wizard cards will also power you up for the next round. And the longer the game goes without you, the more powerful you get until you become Tommy Jarvis.
So now the dragon. I roll a foe who already acted this round.
Yay! I'm not a target.
Yes. So either Silly Boob or Mal. Not
Nope,
Mal,
not me.
Boo.
Correct.
I'm okay with you two just tunneling each other and going to town. And
I mean, I could do that, but
I mean,
you're really strong.
No. I have 10. How is 10 really strong? I'm at half
You're
health.
stronger. You're stronger than everyone else.
You're at 10. We're equals.
Except for me. Okay, I did 6, which is 3
Damage.
damage. Well, 3 damage. I don't remember who it said I was targeting. Oh
You
yeah,
said you
You said
targeted
yes,
me.
Boo.
yeah.
And now the Spooder Monkey.
Automatically targets the foe on your right.
So silly. So see, this is a smart idea. So that way I attacked both of them.
Yes,
So,
but
Seely,
since
you
you didn't play anything with arcane abilities, you're only
Yeah,
going to get a
you
roll
take-
1 die.
Yeah, you take 2 damage.
Goodbye, Spider Monkey.
Zakato Wizard is pleased with this outcome.
I don't know why he's German.
Don't know either.
Why is it a German evil cat?
He was an SS officer in a prior life.
Probably. We have
You got one that specifically.
Vishna Vinda Smacks. Wild magic. So I have to draw until I can find something that's a middle card. There we go.
First draw.
Explodifying wild magic. Nope. Mecha Satana. So that is
jeez.
Vishna Vindasmax Explodifying Mecha Satana. So, okay, so for Vishna Vindasmax, I get to add 1 card from my hand to this spell.
Oh, jeez.
So I'm going to play Dragon Horde because I'm allowed to. And so Explodifying, I get to pick a foe of my choice. How am I for elementals? No, none. All right. So just the 1 here. Foe of my choice, I get to roll. Who is the weakest?
That would be Sealy.
That would be me.
Hi, Sealy Bob.
Run away.
So let's roll one and let's see what happens to Sealy Bob here. 4.
4.
So you take 1 damage. It's not so bad. And then I have 2 of these. So let's start with the Mecha Satana. Target the weakest foe.
Still Sealy.
What's up, Sealy Bob? Let's see what the Mecha Satan does. So
5.
5. 2 damage, and then I take a damage. Sadly, I don't get to keep it. And I get the Dragon Horde. Each foe who has no treasures.
Oh. No.
Oh, no.
Not you guys.
And
A
I rolled a
6.
6, so 2 damage.
That killed
Nine.
me.
Yes! All right, so I killed Sealy Bob. That means I gained 3 blood. From
It
killing
would have been
Sealy
really
Bob.
nice if he had that reaction card still. That would have left him at 1
Oh.
hit point.
I will
I
be
had to
right back. I gotta let the dog in.
I had to suffer through everybody's attacks to even get to play my spells. So
Also, I already took my damage. Don't worry about that. I'll be right back.
gotcha. All right, so go ahead and discard
do
your
I do?
hand, Sealy Bob. And now that you now that you're dead, I think you immediately draw a dead wizard card.
Yeah.
Yes, you discard your cards in your hand, discard your treasures, and immediately
Oh, wait
draws
a
a
minute.
card from the dead wizard deck. Oh, did you accidentally throw them in the pile with mine?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was zoomed in.
So did I get to keep my... Yeah, I don't get to keep Dragon Horde either because it's just a thing. Okay.
Which one? This one right here?
The
Yeah, this one.
Dead Wizard deck, yes.
Flip
And
it
then-
over.
Do I just flip it, or do I
Yeah.
hold on to it?
Flip it.
No, you... Yeah. Yeah. You play with yours face up, don't they?
Resolve
No.
now. Gain 2 blood. If you're the first person killed in this game, gain 2 extra blood.
Oh, okay, well, there you
So
go.
you
Then
start
you
the
get...
next game with 4 blood.
Nice.
Yeah. Well, you keep your blood between games. He's already got 2, so it's 6 blood, right?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yes, and keep your blood
And
between
did you gain your
games.
blood for killing him?
Yes, I did. I gained 3 blood for cold-blooded murder.
Okay.
Okay. Every time that we get to draw something, Sealy Bob, you will get to
Yeah.
draw another Dead Wizard card.
Nice.
Unfortunately, it means that I can't really do the thing where I was dealing the cards out to everybody. So, well, Boo, you remember how to do it, right? Just
Yeah.
hover over the deck and push the number for however many cards you need. And it will just put them into your hand. So that's a fast way to draw, Sealy Bob, is if you hover over a deck and you push however many cards you want out of it, it will just automatically throw them into your hand. So, like, you get to draw a
Alrighty.
card.
Now?
Yep, now, because everybody is drawing up to their full hand, so you get to draw a card.
From the Dead Wizard pile?
Correct.
After you draw on your starting hand next game, draw 2 additional cards.
Nice. I believe, if I'm reading this right, you actually draw them to your hand, but cards like that go out in front of you anyway, and I'm not sure there's anything in there that's not either a buff to the next round or like a play now, like this Classy and Repose card, which I think we'll start a discard pile next to it here.
I'm back.
Okay, I got to discard a card.
Well, you use that one. You don't keep it.
Okay.
It was just gave you some blood, so when it was done, it just gets discarded. There we go. So, Panda, go ahead and draw back up to the number that you need. I can't deal them all out to everybody now that Sealy Bob is gone.
Okay. 3.
Which is really my own fault, so...
Yep.
No, I don't like that.
Right?
It's fine.
Don't believe you.
Yeah, really.
It's fine. Okay. I am playing a 2-power spell.
Nice. I still got to figure out mine. All right, I'm playing a 3.
All right, so that means Panda goes first, yes?
Panda goes first.
Sakato
Oh, Lord.
Blizzard casts Goldilocks Sex Squatch.
Oh, no.
That was why I laughed.
This feels like the old cracked comics with Sylvester P. Smythe.
All right.
So that one doesn't.
That's
That one doesn't
It looks
attack
uncomfortable.
anybody.
It does.
No one's acted.
Oh, shite.
you got overzealous on the sex squatch.
You went
and
first.
You overplayed your hand.
Yep. Well, he still gets to choose a foe for Goldilocks, though. And they either give him a creature from their hand, and he adds it to his spell, which is potent, or he deals 1 die of damage to them.
All right. Well, I can't ask Sealy for a hit card because he's dead.
Right.
But I can haunt you from beyond the grave.
Woo! I forgot I didn't. I thought I already played that card down when I was. 'cause I
Wolverine
was
just
playing-
keeps making puns. I see what you did there, he said. Something
All
bad
right.
has happened to Wolverine.
Making dad jokes.
He may be
He
losing
must be
it.
around his kid.
Thunder's been gone for too long, and he's losing it.
All right, Mal, give me a creature.
Creature, all right. I actually don't have one in my hand, so deal me the 1 die of damage.
Ha that just
Actually,
dropped.
roll the die this time.
Yes. Wolverine says you're not wrong. 3.
It's a
okay.
3. You take 3 damage.
Okay. Ooh.
I am fine with you moving your card. It's fine.
I think we'll just lock that in place. Thank you very much.
And the Sex Squatch does nothing because I forgot it was a 2-card spell, because I thought I had something else before.
All right. Well, mine is a initiative of 6, Boo. What's yours?
0.
Okay. Well, we have Wild Magics. Let's find if we can get a beginning. Here we go. I have Typhoon's mind-altering Shub-Niggurath.
Oh,
So-
wow. That sounds very wrong.
Oh my.
I know what you're talking about. Typhoon, deal 3 damage to each foe who's already acted this round.
Shite!
Ruh-roh.
Somebody was impatient. Clearly, I didn't plan that.
I don't
Mind-altering.
believe you.
Deal 3 damage to a random foe. You and that foe each gain a treasure. So, Team Trash Panda, your odds. Boo, you're even.
Oh boy, 3 damage.
Yeah, we each get a treasure.
Well, there's that.
What did I get? I got Methion's Backpack of Speed. My spells have plus 10 initiative, and I can discard the treasure to act last in a round.
The card of wizard got the card piece of Cthulhu.
Nice. At the start of each of your turns, steal 1 blood from any foe. All right, well, that's creepy.
Well, I'm gonna be dead, dude, so that's irrelevant.
So, Shub Niggurath, a foe who has already acted this round.
Yeah.
Pay 1 blood to add 1 die to each of your creature power rolls this turn. Well, this is interesting because obviously I would like for it to deal extra damage, but on the other hand, I've already said I don't have another creature, but I may be able to do it next turn. Anyway, to deal 2 damage to King Trash Panda, I would need some extra dice for this. So I'm going to spend 2 blood to get 2 extra die on this roll, so I can roll 3 dice.
Oh, that's bullshit.
Mm-hmm. It kind of is. And a foe who already acted this round,
So I am immune.
I may have thrown it a little too hard, but that's 11 right there, so it doesn't really matter what else is coming down the pike. So 2 damage,
I'm
Kingy.
dead.
Trash Panda. Yeah, and you die. So I gained 3 more blood.
9!
So it was worth it in the long run for that.
So what happens to the
stays.
treasure? Do you steal the
It's
treasure?
discarded.
It's
Okay.
discarded. Yeah.
All right, and I draw a dead wizard card, correct?
Correct. Yeah, you immediately draw a dead wizard card. All right, Boo.
Do I look at it now, or do I?
Yeah.
You can look
go
at
ahead
it
and
now.
look at it.
Some things are like play immediately, and some things are a bonus to next time.
Fitting card.
There you go. That's even you.
Exactly, fitting.
Start of the next game.
Typhoons. Wild magic. Wild magic.
Oh no. Wolverine says, "No, Panda. You mean Scheisse."
Oh, scheiße.
Is the art on this not fantastic, Wolverine?
The art is so good.
So, Wolvie, instead of being lazy and not doing and playing board games, you're going to be lazy watching people play board games instead.
Wow, burned right there.
Yeah, the art style reminds me of that Adult Swim show, Prison,
Super
the
Jail.
prison one. Yeah, Super Jail,
Super
that's
Jail.
it.
So, Typhoons. 3 damage to any foe acting this round.
Well, that sucks.
Clonalizing. Fountain of Youth.
Nice. So, clonalizing. Either deal 2 damage to each foe with even hit points, or 3 to each with odd. You have the standee.
So, both. Do you have even or odd? Are you taking 2 or 3?
I think you actually just killed me, because I was at 5, which 3 damage puts me to 2, and then that kills me with your other 2.
Oh, no. Fountain of
And then
Youth.
you
And
can possibly heal yourself.
I want to see if I potentially heal myself. I do not.
Oh, what am I saying? Of course I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ignore the first one by having my Shub Niggurath take it. And then the second one, I'm not odd, or I'm not even, so I don't have to take it.
He's got a point.
Yeah.
He's cheating.
No.
He's realizing how to play with a creature card. It's fine. Fountain of Youth, heal yourself, my friend.
Well, nope.
I
because
rolled. I didn't do it.
He
Oh,
rolled a
okay.
1.
That voice.
Shut up, ghost in my ear.
Wolverine says he meant to get around to accomplishing something today, but he thinks that ship's done sailed.
So Wolverine should join us.
That's pretty much what I'm hearing, is Wolverine needs to join us for round 2.
He'll have to take my spot because I have to go to the store soon.
Oh, that's fine. He wants the green player anyway.
I know.
I am Jack's complete lack of surprise.
Yeah, right. All right, let me draw my 3
This is
cards
my
up here real
shocked
quick.
face.
That's not going to help me.
I
That's a
think
goer.
I think why I became German is because you told me to do a silly voice. That was the first voice that come to mind. Oh, I really like this Dead Wizard card. Now, do I keep the Dead Wizard card after the next round, or do I discard it?
No, you keep it, and when we draw all of our cards, you get to draw another Dead Wizard card, and so does Sealy Bob. Basically, the longer you're out of the game, the more powerful you're going to be in the next game. Well, that's the discard. You don't get to use that. You've already used it. You already got your blood from it.
Yeah, I grabbed the wrong.
Yeah. There you go.
Well, you haven't done that. We don't get that yet because they haven't
Yeah, you do.
played their spells
Yeah, we
yet.
did. We've already
Yeah,
drawn.
you do. We drew our stuff
Oh.
for this round, and you guys each get to draw a card for that. So I have a 10 initiative. What do you have, Boo?
I believe mine's 20. Yes.
All right. Do it to it.
Scorchina's mind-altering fart night.
Well, I think I pretty much am going to die from just the first two.
6 damage. And then
Yeah.
I get to roll.
Yeah, no, I'm dead. I don't think I have a contingency, but let me take a look. Nope, no contingency. So I am dead. Rip me.
And I am the last wizard standing. Wolverine,
see.
you come in a good place. You're
Yeah, of course he's coming in a good place. It's Wolverine. He only does that in good places.
Nice.
I need to find a wild magic card. Yoink.
I had 2 in my goddamn hand. I had 4.
Well, I had a healing card, but I drew it too late to do anything with it.
Haha.
I know.
Yeah, this card's stupid.
Wolverine says again, he's not wrong. Why is this card stupid? That's great if you're several rounds in.
Mm-hmm. All right, kids, I'm going to pop out, and I'll be
Alrighty.
back later. If the game is still going on, I might hop back in.
Okay.
Sounds
good.
perfect.
Oh, it's
So-
Wolfie.
It's
All,
Wolverine.
all treasures and all cards in each wizard's hands are discarded at the end of each game. But none of the decks should be reshuffled until they run out of cards. This ensures that you'll see a wide variety of different cards each game. After everyone's cleared their cards, wizards with dead wizard cards should then gather the bonuses those cards have granted them, and then discard the dead wizard card. Mine specifically says to keep it in front of me until I make a power roll with a creature, so I will be holding on to it.
Okay,
But,
so at the end of
generally
the current...
speaking, yes.
All right. I have the Wild Fury Coin Meadow. At the end of the current game, find a Wild Magic card and set it aside. I've already got that, so discard this Dead Wizard
Okay.
card.
Let's see
Put it in
here.
your
I
palm.
get 2 additional cards. And
Your first round, you
I
get-
reveal cards from the main deck till I find a creature.
Okay.
And start it with face up and in play.
Okay.
Yeah, mine says at the start of the next game, do the same.
All right.
So that means I'm pretty sure after we draw and everything.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm discarding the remaining cards in Boo's hand.
Sounds good.
Yeah, I failed to do so. I cannot remove them from his hand.
Same password as before. I think I can do that. I thought I could do that. All right, give me just a second. I can if I change
Let's see if
my
I can remember
color
what
to the
one. I think I
Game
remember.
Master.
It's a Game Master. Yeah.
You cannot. Change your color to green and then do it.
Apparently so. I'm just going to change it back to white. Wolvie can change his to green and discard the cards that are in the hand.
There you go.
Okay, let's see here.
Let me summon in some.
Why is it my turn? Why
I
did you
don't-
do that?
Because the turn marker's been there the whole time. I think it was on Sealy Bob.
Ah, okay.
Doesn't matter. We don't
Well-
actually need the turn marker for this game
Yeah.
because it doesn't play in a round fashion.
Okay, so
So yeah, there you go. You can become
Discard
green.
those.
I was
Well-
not watching from the beginning, so I have no idea what the shit.
All right.
All right,
Well, we
discard
can-
these 2 cards first, William.
Why do I see a king of clubs?
It hasn't
'cause
finished
it's
loading yet.
yeah, it's loading stuff in.
Again, Willie, discard the damn cards. Get them away from you.
In here.
Yes.
Oops.
Ka-chunk,
Oops.
ka-chunk.
Oh well. Whatever. I duplicated
I
some
stuck-
of those.
Am I stuck with this character?
Nope. I'm spawning more characters into the center of the table for you to be.
Uh,
I'm going through and getting rid of the ones you cannot be.
Yes. There's
Because
2
someone
that
else
are
has already been.
currently in play, and when I was spawning them, they came in.
Well, 3. You spawned all of them.
It's fine. I thought I actually did
Fine.
not do one of them, but
Everything's
oh well.
No, you
Fine.
spawned all of us.
Fine. It's
Okay, so
fine.
other than their name and their character art, they don't mean shit, right?
Right.
Correct.
Okay, so I just look through Zoom.
Okay,
Well, there's
hold
no way
on
to
a
search,
second.
so
I
just-
gotta take a little break. Cat just vomited.
Oh,
Oh,
okay, that's fine.
boy.
That sounds like having a cat.
I plead
Yeah.
the fifth. I did nothing.
I want a never-ending box of shit. Oh, and the cat came with it.
You have done all these things.
9.
Oh god, this is just gonna turn into one who has the worst German accent.
I have
We
seen
don't know
you
what
into
you're
little
talking
box with
about.
your Scheiße play.
No. That's not acceptable now.
Scheiße play is always acceptable.
You know what they say about people with glass coffee tables.
Is this stubs at all?
No.
They can always use their feet.
Nope, that's not it
Fucking
either.
pister. Oh my god, these are fucking so awful.
Or awesome.
This is not my art style.
No. No, it's not your art style, but it is a crazy art style. It does look kind of like the cover of Heavy Metal. It's like a cartoon. Like it's not like album art. It's like the
It's
posters.
like Ed, and Eddie.
It's like the posters. You know, the ones that you would see stapled like to phone
As a matter
poles
of
and like
fact-
hung up
As a
inside
matter
of.
of fact, Fu King the Dragon Lord kind of looks like one of the ads.
Yeah, maybe a little. He does kind of look like Double D.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They're also a little bit reminiscent of Bob's Burgers in a way.
I try to avoid those kind of cartoons. Let's
You don't
see
like
here.
Bob's Burgers?
No.
What about Archer?
Okay, now. Oh well, you can just be wrong then, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You are wrong, sir.
Let's see here.
What have I done to change my movement? I have fucked up royally somewhere.
You have done horrible things.
Yeah.
You
The
must be fond of
Führer is going to be displeased.
the fur.
Yes.
Let's see here. This is just kind of tough. Okay, let's see here. Yada yada yada. So I suppose just for the sake of fucking choosing a thing, I will be Zanzabat, the Slag Genie.
There you go. What have I done?
This
Horrible
this appears to be the Google homepage.
Yes.
Yeah. Because Boo did things to it.
Press
Or
the
why?
back arrow.
Why would
Horrible
he do
things. I don't know. He
the
molested it for all I
back
know.
arrow, like backspace, like delete?
There's a
No,
back
is it-
arrow. It's like a web browser thing.
Oh. Why is there a web browser?
Yeah, it's supposed to have the rules, but it doesn't for some reason because
Uh.
Boo potatoed it.
Pushing the back browser does nothing.
Yeah, just copy. Here, you can have my tablet. I don't need mine.
How do I get rid of
Okay,
this?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Sorry about that.
Oh, shit.
That was a lot of vomit for a cat that size.
Well, you
Like-
should feed me better.
Like, what did you eat, kitty cat?
Apparently, way too much.
Poor cat.
Oops.
Kind of.
It's the crazy shit. Okay. Yeah, this is difficult to see.
There we go.
Dink-a-dink-a-doo.
Well, delete. There you go.
I was trying to keep it stacked up so people could choose new things if they wanted to. All right, so let's go through the discard pile here real quick and explain a few of these card mechanics.
Nice.
We
Yes.
have beginnings. We got middles
And endings.
and
Yes.
endings.
Source quality delivery.
Correct. You can see how they kind of fit together.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
The banner and the art.
Yeah, the banner. Yeah.
And I'll go ahead and place this out there so for Wild Magic, so you can explain that too
Yeah. So
when the time comes.
we have glyphs. These are elemental alignments down here in the bottom left-hand corner of each.
Oh,
When you make your power roll on the
Oh,
last
sure.
card, it's
illusion.
however many share a glyph with that last card. If it says roll power and it's an illusion, you count all the illusions, and that's how many dice that you roll.
I see.
All right.
So the last card determines what the glyph of importance is.
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
technically, I think it's any card that it's on, but I don't think I've ever seen it on anything except for the last card.
I mean, all three of them have a glyph, but
Yes.
Yeah,
the
but I-
delivery card's glyph is the important one that determines.
Well, no,
the
no, no,
glyph
no.
of the card that says roll power.
Yeah. See, this glyph
Yeah.
says roll power. So it counts.
Yeah.
You would roll 2 dice because there's 1 illusion and 2 illusion cards.
So any card that has a roll on it, its glyph is the important one.
Right.
Yes.
For
Ah.
the count of the roll.
For roll
Yeah.
power, yeah. Sometimes it'll just say roll a die. So you can play all three like this. You can play any one of these cards individually. You could play the source and quality, so like 1 and 2. You could play the source and the delivery, so 1 and 3.
A
You
spell
could
can have
do-
up to from 1 to 3 cards.
Correct. You can't duplicate any of them,
Yeah.
and that's pretty much it. You can't have 2 of the middle ones. Wild Magic just says, hey, it can be in any spot. Draw cards from the deck until you get one that fits into the appropriate slot.
Gotcha.
Since you can't discard cards, that's an important way to get new cards if you don't like what's in your hand.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah, and
let's
there's
see.
ones like this that yeah, if it says do something for each glyph in your in the spell, you would want to have different glyphs on each of them. So like
Yeah.
It's not
Rose
always
bottoms.
beneficial to
Yeah.
have all the same. It can be.
Right.
Sometimes it's beneficial to have all different.
and if you, did you already explain the wild magic card?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'll take my wild magic back.
If you look at the last card here, the Fart Knight,
Yeah.
there's a little circle that's got a fire on it. That's your initiative. High number is the first person
where?
to act. It's right.
Unless
Oh, there. Okay.
Yeah. So one card,
unless-
one card spells go first, and then 2 card spells, and then 3 card spells.
right.
Yeah.
And if there's 2 people who have a 2-card spell, if someone doesn't have if there's no number on the card, like if they only had this for their spell,
Mhm.
their initiative will count as a 0.
Gotcha.
And in events of a tie, you roll to decide.
Hmm. Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and discard these, or are we still explaining cards.
Nope, go ahead and discard them. I think we've pretty much got it. Creatures are basically a part of the spell that's going to stay out every turn as long as you activate the ability that says keep.
Okay,
Some
I'm
of them
gonna,
do, some of them don't.
I'm gonna go ahead and
We'll
deal out
What's what creatures?
8 cards, right?
Yeah, 8
Creatures are
cards.
part of the spell, but they say keep somewhere.
Yes, they are the last part of some of the delivery cards are also creatures.
Uh,
And
uh,
they will
okay.
do a thing.
Where does the life counter start?
Starts
At
on
20.
20.
20.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and search the deck for my creature card.
How do I lock this character card down?
L.
Hover over it and hit L. Yep.
Oh, there we go. Okay, and the blood doesn't start anywhere because you got to get blood, right?
Correct.
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I'm still drawing. Find a creature card.
It may take a minute.
It,
Yeah,
it,
'cause I need to do that too.
Lovely. Let's see. Come on, fine.
I've gotten one. All right. I will go ahead and discard all these.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got here?
And discard this.
Oops, wrong button.
So I started off with Fatula. Instead of Dracula, it's a fat vampire.
Nice.
Okay, for some reason this doesn't want to
Here,
do one at a
allow me.
time here.
If you're gonna, are you dragging them out of your hand or off the deck?
There you go.
Off the deck.
You started with Fart Night.
The way that you do it is if you hold it when you hover over it, if you just click and drag, you should get one at a time. If you click and hold it
okay.
until it lifts up into the air, you'll take the whole deck.
Yes.
Oh my, damn.
So did I put this out in my playing field?
Yes, you start with that and as
Yep,
activated.
Yep.
And don't
Okay.
forget to draw 2 additional cards because of your other thing.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So here's 1, and here's 2. All right, and I've discarded your Dead Wizard cards.
Ah,
Okay,
thank
what's
you.
up with the standee?
The standee, if you have it at the end of a round, so after everybody's gone, you gain a
That's
blood.
this thing?
It's actually the other one. This Castle Tentakill over here.
Kill.
We just thought that the one from the first game looked neat, so we left it out there.
Groovy.
Yep. Okay.
You know what? Why the fuck not? That's douchey. That was.
Well, I've got mine out while the other folks are still picking theirs. I'm gonna go grab a beverage real fast.
Okay. Let's see what I got here.
That was. Yeah, that's correct. Okay. Let's see. Is Panda is Panda the first to go?
No, the first one to go is the one who has the
Mm.
highest thing.
A while.
Good job.
Highest what?
What?
The
The
first
one
one to go is the highest what?
initiative.
The
Oh.
number that's on your last card. I am playing a 3-card spell and have an 11 initiative.
Does it go clockwise or counterclockwise after that?
Neither.
It goes the next highest initiative.
No. Mhm.
It's purely based on your speed. So there's a strategic reason sometimes to playing smaller, weaker spells.
All right.
Mm.
I am playing a 3-card spell and my initiative is 16.
That's all I have apparently. Wait, what is the on that is
And mine is a 10.
mine is also a 16 with this 3.
Okay, so you guys roll off then. Whoever rolls highest gets to go first. The rest of us plebs will just watch and wait.
I'm gonna
I
roll
got a
you off,
6.
Panda. I have a 2.
The panda goes first.
You had better go.
Oh my god, are you both going to be German?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Copycat.
I
I'm
have
the
no
kitty
idea.
here. Right. Well, the cutter wizard casts wild magic.
Oh,
Just a snake jumping right out of his mouth.
Bleh.
Oh, perfect.
Right out at the beginning.
Hmm.
I cast Midnight Merlins. Sadistic. Carnivorous clowns.
Oh my god.
Rose. That's a lot of dark.
Yes, it is.
Damn,
So,
son.
since we're all tied for strongest, who have you decided your strongest foe is?
Hmm.
Well, that'll be Mal.
God damn it.
Well, you did win
Fine.
last game.
Hmm.
Oh no,
last
Booth
round.
won last
No, I
game.
didn't.
Oh,
I got
wow, then,
I got murdered
then
brutally
rough.
there
Dead
at the end.
wizard card even. Rough.
All right, so you take 3 damage, and I get a dead wizard card.
I take 4 damage, actually.
Oh, right,
You
4
count
damage.
as a living wizard as well. Yes.
I wasn't counting you for some reason.
Oh.
At least I am no longer the strongest foe.
All right, so I drew a dead wizard card. I got Zapparama.
Hmm.
All right, next I will do sadistic to
Hmm.
Wolvie.
Yeah.
You take 3 damage.
No. I don't want to.
Yeah.
All right, Siegfried and Roy.
You bastard.
And now the carnivorous clowns. So that's 4 dice
You
because
know,
I
I
have
hate to I hate to tell you, but that's you.
No foe.
Oh.
Since only one
Yep.
person has creatures in play, it's Sealy Bob.
Yep, Sealy
yeah.
Bob.
Oh, he has creatures?
Yes.
Oh,
He
did he
started
start
the
with
game
one
with
because of
one.
a dead wizard card?
Yep.
Yep,
I see.
you got it.
You'll take. Let's see. So 3, 4, 10, 13.
Oh my.
You take 4 damage, or you could sacrifice your farts knight.
I'll sack that.
You have killed the fart.
Oh no.
Oh lord.
Usually it
Thanks,
goes the
Charlotte.
other way around.
Okay, I keep the clowns, and the Fatucla does damage to the strongest foe, which is. Let's see.
Not me.
Mal, you have 16.
It's
Well,
still Sealy Bob.
It's Sealy Bob. All right, another 4 dice.
Damn.
But you have no blood, so you can't keep him.
I do have a blood because I got a blood for that on one card.
Oh, okay. I just didn't see
I
it on
see.
your
I
board
seen.
there.
Yeah,
I
'cause I
see
forgot
neither health nor blood on your card.
Oh, I forgot to put health on the card.
You fool! You great fool!
All right, so I did 3, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6, 17. So now you get 4 damage that you cannot block because you have no creature.
You fiend.
I am the
No
kitty cat,
joke.
of course I am. And I am paying 1 blood to keep Fatricla. So I discard my wild magic, my dark midnight Merlin, and my sadistic. My creatures.
So, I don't know about you guys, but it seems like maybe we should just kill King Trash Panda.
Yeah,
9.
yeah.
That was
yeah.
a brutal first turn.
I'm feeling
that. You say this, but you took the least damage.
Okay. How
And
do you
it
know
would-
how
the
many
same amount of
cards you
damage that
draw?
Sealy Bob did.
It wouldn't have been nearly as brutal if I hadn't gotten that midnight Merlin for my first draw.
True.
This
But
is kinda
Wolverine
true.
took the least damage.
True.
No, I thought Wilby took more than you. My bad.
Because I am new.
All right. So this is my spell.
So who else? You were tied with Wolverine, right?
Yes, Wolverine.
So it's time for
Spell
Wolverine
yeah.
to do it. Now, Wolverine, it's
Okay.
important to note,
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
have to
safe.
read it in an epic way, or we get to decide a suitable punishment, which is entirely arbitrary, unfair, and we can do what we want.
Lovely. Okay, let's see here. How do you know how many cards you draw at the beginning of a turn? Or
Oh, you don't
round
draw
or
anymore.
whatever?
You reveal the cards you've already played, and then you
I mean,
read
like-
the
like-
spell
like-
name.
Oh, is that the beginning of the round or whatever?
Draw back up to 8.
Up to 8. Okay.
We've only done the first turn of the round, but yeah, we'll draw back up to 8 at some point in time.
All right, so go ahead and reveal
Okay.
your spell.
Let's see. If I can. What do we got here? We have Queen of the Deads, Ballsy, Tentacular.
That is thematically suitable.
Queen of the Deads. Deal 2 damage to each foe who already acted this round.
Oh,
What?
Scheiße!
Sorry, trash.
Reaction. If you die before this card resolves, draw 2 extra dead wizard cards. Well, that's not likely to happen. But
That is the buffest Anubis ever back there.
isn't it though? He means that shit. He is killing Poon, is what he is. Okay, let's see. Ballsy. The foes to your left and right must each choose one of his treasures, give it to you, or suffer 3 damage.
I have to do 3 damage. I don't have a treasure to give.
Fatricla takes this. It takes the hit.
Yeah, he
And
does.
Tentacular. Let's see here. That's a illusion. So I have 2 illusion cards in this. Target 1 foe with no creatures in play. So that's either Mal or Sealy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Let's see here. Holy shit. So I guess it'll be Sealy because Mal has taken more damage.
Alrighty.
Let's see here.
Works for me.
And I have 2 dice for this.
First time I've ever played this game that I was worried about getting killed the first round.
Yeah.
2 damage, and I keep him.
Yes.
He is my little friend. Okay, do I hold on to the Queen of the Deads for the
No.
reaction till the end of the round?
Nope.
No.
You
It
discard.
says if I die before this card, before this card resolves. Sorry, I thought it said
Right.
before
So
the
you
round.
died before you got a chance to act.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I put those away. They keep the Tentacular.
I think I'm next. Is that right, Sealy
I
Bob, with my
imagine
11?
that is,
Yeah.
is the end
Okay.
of
'Cause I
that.
got a 10.
All right. Well,
Where's your spell? You have like a 1-card spell? Why didn't you go
Nope.
first?
Nope, I just stacked them all together. We
I
have
see. I see.
Moochie the Magic Misslers, Greedy, Berserker.
I love it.
He looks like he's forcing a blowjob on a red-headed man.
That's a giant axe that's being cut through him. But, you know, you see what you want to see in that particular Rorschach blob. All right, so each foe who's already acted has to give me a blood.
I
Each
don't
foe
have
who
a
is-
blood.
Yeah,
I
each
have
foe-
no blood.
Damn. Each foe who's not acted takes 2 damage. Sorry, Sealy Bob.
Damn.
Yeah.
Greedy. I draw 2 treasures. Each foe who has not acted draws a treasure.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let's see. Treasure card.
And I flipped it.
You flip them and they stay out here. Lady
Bang,
Luck's
bang, a gong.
panties. Whenever you roll only 1 die, add 2 to your roll. And the gang
Nice.
bang a gong. Pay 2 blood, deal 1 damage to target foe for every 5 hit points she has.
Wow. What's
I
that?
got Dr. Shrinky's couch. When I play a wild magic card, reveal cards until I find 2 cards of the type I'm looking for, and then add them to my spell.
Oh,
That would have been a
sweet.
good one to have at the start.
Yep, that's good. Okay. And then the last card here. 1 foe who does not have the standee. And by the way, the first time I get to do a power roll with a creature, I get to add a free die to the roll. So
Oh wait, doesn't that count for this? Doesn't that count for the next spell? Next game?
no, that's my dead wizard card from the last game.
Oh, okay.
So I get to add a bonus. So I get to roll 2 dice to attack King Trash Panda, who damaged me
9.
grievously. Who damaged me grievously at the beginning of the game.
Wah,
So
wah,
that's
wah.
a 6, so 2 damage.
Oh,
My goodness.
the Pharaoh is going to be very displeased with you.
All right, it is now Sealy Bob's turn.
Okay, we have Mr. Nookie Infusions, Attack Avalanche, Kaka twice.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, here I deal 2 damage to the foe on my right.
Well, that seems fair.
If I die before this card resolved, deal 1 damage to the player that killed me. That doesn't apply.
Hmm.
And then deal 1 damage to my foe on my right, 2 to the next foe on their right, and 3 to their right, and so on.
Damn.
Paid
So
2
I would take-
blood. No, it says paid 2 blood, double the damage dealt. I am
Oh,
paying
shit.
2 blood.
God damn.
Well, that means I would take 6 damage. My clowns are dead.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm going to pay 2 blood to deal 1 damage to you, King Trash Panda, for every 5 hit points that you have, so take 3 damage.
Wait, I thought you could only do that on your turn.
No, doesn't
So
say
did
so.
I.
But
Huh.
maybe that's true.
I mean,
Hold it in the back of your mind. I'll look it up. I don't.
Okay,
I
and
didn't
then,
see anything
my-
in the turn order that said anything about activating them, so I thought you could just do it.
I just assumed. I mean, I don't know either.
I don't know. Try looking up treasure cards specifically.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking up right now.
Oh, very.
Okay, well, let's while you're doing that, I'll just do my last
The last thing
Thing
where you deal
here,
me 2
the-
damage.
the strongest foe.
Not me.
Oh no!
I believe that to be me.
Okay, here,
I have
and
the 17.
Oh yeah, that's you definitely. I have 16.
Yes.
Roll power.
Hmm?
So I take one die or
yes.
two.
Uh, looks like you got 2 primal there. So that's 2 dice.
Mm-hmm. So roll 2 dice.
Oh, almost.
So it's a 3.
Ah, well, you get to keep him.
All that happens is you keep the card.
Yay, and then it's a critter.
Thank God.
You have a meat shield.
I did not want the ouchies.
Oh, that hurt. Ow.
Don't
Say
do
Well,
that.
thank
don't
you.
do that then.
Say thank you.
All I did was move.
I hate that shit. Is it in your neck?
Yeah.
Yeah. I wake up with that shit all the goddamn time.
Yeah, it's happened yesterday. I don't know if I slept on it wrong, and then I slipped when I was sitting down on the floor to play with the puppy. That was when it started really hurting. I slipped.
Yeah, yeah. Mine usually lasts at least a week.
Same.
Luck to you.
Yeah.
Sometimes upward to a month, but you know,
Oh, that's because you're old.
it's because I'm old.
I'm not old yet. Just later this month I will be.
I'm not old. I'm older. I'm
I'm
happy to be
29.
older.
When I'm
You're
30,
only
then
as
I'll be
old
old.
as you feel you are.
Treasure
Oh.
cards are always in effect, whether you want to use them or not.
Hmm.
They don't
Okay.
activate at any specific time. They are just always out there, and you can activate them whenever the situation allows for it. So,
Okay, doke.
Wow.
so I'll spend
one,
2 blood, which brings me down to 2, and you take 3 damage.
Okay.
That's just fucking crazy.
That was very rude.
Well, it's better than 6 damage, right?
But yes,
Uh,
but still rude.
Right. You started it.
No, no.
Yes, yes.
hmm.
No, Boo, we're actually finishing our first round.
Turn. Yeah, round. Holy shit, dude.
Oh, wait, this
Okay,
was the
s-
first turn.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody needs 3 more cards,
a
right? Everybody's
I
got
need
5
Brutal
two.
cards.
fucking turn.
I only need 2 because I already had I had 9
Uh,
cards to start with.
Okay.
And hold on,
Yeah, I
1,
got
2.
5.
How many do you have, Sealy?
Should have 5.
No, and I had to start out with extra cards.
Yeah, so he
So-
has.
You have 6?
Hold on, how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He only needs 1 card.
Okay. Then there we are.
Hmm. Yeah, what's the standee for again?
Whoever had it, like at the end of that round where each of us had played it, would have gained 1 blood. Plus, if you have it, certain cards will give you additional effects.
Hmm. So it's good to have.
It is good to have. You would like to have it if you can.
How odd. Oh, hello, Nikki.
Hello, Nikki. I have my spell already.
Yeah, you do.
Uh,
The Cuddle Wizard has his friend ready. He learned this one from his friend. Very good.
hmm.
Oh, and my
Let's see. All right. 9. 13. He is only
Wait, which one was I playing? Oh, right, it was this one. I
Okay,
decided to play this one
here.
instead.
Okay.
And I have a 16.
Oh, and I have a 7 initiative.
I have a 3.
Come along with me. We're waiting
I'm
on you.
working on it. I'm working on it.
Work harder.
I,
Yeah, we got
have, I think
Siegfried and Roy in here, boo.
I believe I have a 10.
Okay, then I am going first.
The Revenge of
have-
Sealy Bob. Here we go.
I'm not even sure if I understand this spell.
The Stork Lux, the Unmakers, Mighty Grow, Carnivorous Clowns.
God.
Excellent.
I just realized that the clown with the intestines made a balloon animal out of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that. That was amazing. Okay, I deal 2 damage to my strongest foe, and I pay 3 blood and add a random card from my hand to my spell.
How do you
Holy crap.
add random? I guess you just put them into it. Hold on.
Yeah,
I
how
would
do you
grab
do
your
that?
whole hand, put it
Hold
face
on.
down, shuffle it, and draw the top card.
How do I shuffle?
Draw it out into a deck on the table, since they're all face down. Yeah. You have to shake them a little bit like that, and they usually stack right up. There you go. Hit R
Okay.
over it a few times to randomize it or shuffle it. Draw off just the top card.
I believe I am the strongest foe with the
And there
2
you
damage.
go. Flip it over. Then you can put the rest back in your hand.
Correct. 17. Yes, I believe so. Okay.
Here, I will help.
2 damage to me.
Thank you. I'm still trying to figure out the controls of this thing.
It's all good. Oh, there we go.
It took me a hot minute, yeah.
Okay,
You
let
have
me pay
muzzle
my 3
snaps.
blood.
Wow, you
Oh
add
my.
a die to each of your power rolls.
Nice.
That shaman has basically taped a energy vomiting squirrel to a stick. Why
So
not?
who's my strongest foe?
I believe that was me. I took 2 damage.
Yeah, definitely
Yeah.
was Wolverine.
Okay.
Mm.
Then I heal 2 HP. And am I the weakest person currently?
No,
I think
am.
that's Mal.
Yeah, that's definitely Mal.
Mal is
Okay.
just crawling along the ground, dragging his intestines and scrotum behind him.
Okay,
Have
so
you
I
seen
just
his player
healed.
character? She does not have one of those.
You don't
She
know.
might,
She
you
could just
can't
be a
tell.
It could just be like
with how
a really good cross dresser.
With how tight those panties are, I don't think she has one.
Welcome back, Nikki.
Okay, and I got my clowns here. Foe with the most creatures in play.
Not me.
Not me.
Ah, crap.
Well,
That's
shit. I
Wolvie.
guess I thought it was Panda.
I have
thought
none.
it was Panda too.
Nope. That's Wolvie.
Okay, what do we got here?
It's fine.
So,
Lovely.
so
So
you
Wolverine
roll
has a
two,
creature.
two die.
Yeah, you only get to
This
roll.
is.
I think he only gets to roll 1, right? Doesn't he just have the 1 dark?
Nope. But he
Oh,
has
he has
the
the muzzle.
Oh, that's
snaps.
right. Nice.
He has a squirrel on a stick.
That's right.
So I roll 3 die now.
You roll 2.
2.
2.
Because you only have 1 dark glyph, but you have the squirrel on a stick.
Wolvie's on top of it.
7.
Oh, damn.
You kill the target's creatures and then do 3 damage.
Nice.
Goodbye, Tentacula.
And Wolvie
And-
takes 3 damage.
And 3 damage.
Since that's a creature, do I keep it or do I?
Nope.
Step
You only
off.
kept it on a 10 or
On
higher.
a tenor mark.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
That was good.
I am finished.
Skadooby.
Alright, so who goes next? I already forgot the initiative that I had.
I think I had 10.
Yeah, I'm almost certain I go last. I think mine's 3.
I have 7.
Let me check this. Oh, wrong one.
Yeah, it's a 3.
Yeah, that's a 10. Okay.
Okay, so Wolvie, you go next.
Okay, let's see. What the fuck do we got here? I have Sir Mix-a-Little's Greedy Nuclear Meltdown.
Oh no!
Sir Mix-a-Little. Choose a card type. Each player passes all cards of that type from their hand to the left, and then takes damage equal to the number of cards passed to them.
Oh, by the way, if you guys want to see your face down cards, I just remembered the combination for it. Hold down Alt like you're looking at it, but then hold down Shift, and it will show you the other side of the card.
Oh, nice.
Does show a little eye icon showing that you peeked.
Yeah.
Ah,
But that's how you do that.
nice.
Yes.
Damage equal to the number of cards passed to them.
All right, so you need to pick either source, quality, or delivery.
I'm gonna go with delivery.
All the cards of that type from their hands to the left.
Yes.
So does that mean? Wait, does that?
I passed this one
Oh,
to Mal.
each player.
Yes.
And you
Okay,
take
so that's
a number of
one.
damage equal to the number of cards received that way.
Yes.
So I'll take 1 damage. And I'm going to give Sealy Bob 2, so he's going to take 2 damage.
Okay. That's 2
And
cards.
you need to give me each of your delivery cards, and I'm giving Wolvie 2, so he takes 2 damage.
What a
Mark,
mess!
What am I looking for here?
Delivery
cards, the endings.
Yeah.
Thank God he didn't have. Never mind, I'm gonna be quiet.
I
Oh no, you
coulda
don't have
just
blood.
fucked you
Okay.
up,
No, you
but
don't have blood.
I didn't. I didn't
No,
want to.
you didn't have blood. That's what I was about to say.
Oh, yeah.
Do you
That
have any
would've been
delivery
nasty.
cards, Sealy?
I got the final one, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I got 1.
The
Okay,
one
then
with the
pass that
D
to
on
me.
the bottom right.
Yeah.
Give me the D.
Yes.
You heard it here first. King Trash Panda wants the D.
I don't think we heard that here first.
Yes, seriously.
Well, it's the first time you heard it on my stream.
Are
And
you
mine as
sure?
well.
I don't
I'm
think that's
pretty
true.
sure that's true. It's the first time today that we've heard that on my stream.
There
Today.
you go. First
Today
time.
could work. Okay. Has everyone resolved that?
Yes, I took 1 damage.
Okay.
Is it just
Greedy.
me, or does
I
Dr.
draw 2
Shrinky's
treasures.
does Dr. Shrinky's couch over here have snakes crawling into donuts? Because it looks like snakes are crawling into donuts.
Kind of looks
Yeah,
like
it's-
snakes crawling into donuts to me too.
Where's the shrinky couch? Snakes crawling into something.
It looks like a donut.
Okay. Let's see. I draw 2 treasures. Each foe who has not acted this round draws 1 treasure.
Oh,
That's me.
and me.
Let's see here.
Ooh.
What we got?
I have got the Crown of the Meek. Each dark card cast by a foe deals 1 damage to that foe before the card's effect resolves.
Wait, what was it?
I love that picture.
If you play a dark card,
Oh, dark card.
take
I thought
one
I thought it was any card. I'm like, holy fuck.
nope, dark card.
Dark. Huh.
So you have no dark card, so you're good.
I got the Cheater's Handbook. When you make a power roll, you may re-roll 1 die.
Ha.
And Kingor the Sharp Seer's Crown. Your power rolls have +1 for each different glyph in your spell.
Nice.
Ain't
I got
bad.
Fool's Gold. I gain 2 hit points whenever somebody's power roll is 4 or less.
Nice. And let's see here. Nuclear Meltdown. My
Nice.
strongest foe. Who
Not
is
it.
my strongest foe?
I have 12.
So does Sealy
I
Bob.
have
You guys
12.
are tied, so he gets to pick.
Hmm. Hmm.
But
I
I'm
think
not
I'll
real
choose
sure.
Panda because Sealy still seems so very clueless.
No, not the kitty cat.
Let's see. That's 1 die. And I get to re-roll one. And my rolls have
Plus one.
+1 for each different glyph, so it's a +2.
Guess I'm not gonna get healed. Roll shit.
That was you just dropped that.
That was just a
It's-
drop. You got to try that again, buddy.
Yeah, it got stuck on my hand. Hold on, let me try this again.
Yeah, these are fake dice, by the way.
Why are they
Two,
fake.
I think I've rolled that one die.
because if you
Why
hold
are
it over them, if you hold over real dice, you see the number of it.
I see one
result
over this
number?
one. Just
Mm,
yeah, that's true.
Yes, these are
What?
just if you hold your hand over it, you're supposed to see
Yeah.
the number. The number's supposed to lift up, and you're supposed to see what the number is. And if
Yeah,
you
all
hold,
I'm seeing is a 3 and a 5 over each one.
yeah, and if you have more of the one selected, you're supposed to see the total. So these are fake dice.
You heard it
Fake
here
dice.
first, folks. Fake dice.
Okay.
Fake dice. Sad.
I can re-roll one die. That's a 2.
Yes.
I think I'll re-roll this one. Eh,
It's still a 2, so you
that
get
didn't help anything. Okay.
So, 3.
1 damage to a panda.
Oh, so hurts.
Super. That was very nuclear.
All right, I go next, I believe.
Yes.
All right.
I'm not even sure I'm
No.
gonna get an act this round. So you rolled a 2? Is that right?
Yes.
I did, yeah.
Sweet.
All
I'll
right.
I'll take the 2 hit points.
Oh, nice.
Right. Well,
There you go.
the cuddle wizard, Sir Kitty Purrington, has learned this spell from a very close friend. Very close. Very
Oh,
close
my
friend.
goodness.
I am casting the Flaming Princes, Berserking, Rocky Roller.
That's
Oh
a
my.
problem. That's a lot of elemental, you guys.
That's very Freshy's spell burns very much. You should see someone about that.
All right. So 1
Is a
damage to each
flaming
foe.
prince. You all
Okay.
take 1 damage. All right.
From the burning.
Now, a foe of my choice must reveal their hand and then takes damage equal to twice the number of creatures in their hand.
Oh shit.
Well, seeing as how I know I gave 2 to Wolvie, reveal your hand.
Oh,
Oh no.
Yeah, I gave
Ruh-roh.
2. I gave you 2 creatures because of that spell you did.
Are you sure?
Were they creatures or were they just deliveries?
How do I
I'm-
reveal my hand?
You have to drag them. You have to select it, then drag it out.
You got to show us all. It's just
Zoom.
yeah. Yep. There we go.
Bump.
See? Oh, that's not.
That's a delivery.
Oh,
That's a delivery.
shite.
Yes. He had to reveal his hand.
Yeah, I could have swore they were creatures.
Nope.
Shite.
That happened.
Scheisse.
That happened.
You done goofed.
Scheisse.
Consequence will never be the same.
Oh,
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 Silly
well.
Bob, you're not gonna like
Oh,
this
well.
part.
you are not going to like this at all. The strongest foe.
Actually, I'm willing to guess your cockatrice will hate it.
Oh yeah.
Let's see. He's got 9, and you've got 11. So yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So 3 dice. I'm taking the red ones because they're flaming. Yeah.
Of course. Wasn't that only 2?
This is
He's
3.
got 3.
This
Oh,
is
okay. Gotcha.
Holy
The total
shit!
is 13. So I did
Damn.
1d6 damage.
And you get to keep him.
Yeah.
Damn.
4 damage.
Ouch. Goodbye,
I either
cockatrice.
sacrifice my yeah.
Yep.
The cock's so nice, he killed it twice.
Oh.
That's not how that works.
That's not how any of this works.
It is when trash
I
is near the
unfriend
cock.
Ugh.
Trash doesn't
Alright.
kill the cock.
I'm sure that you would kill the cock if you could.
All right.
No.
Well, I guess it's
You
my
would slay
turn
it.
to cast.
Cast.
King Oberon's Burner Zerking.
Is still face down.
Chicken. So I gained
lo-
2 hit points.
I love how you went Chinese there at the end.
Burn Zerking. We're used to that. A foe of your choice must reveal their hand and takes damage equal to twice the number of creatures in their hand.
Oh, choose me.
I don't think so. How many cards do you have in your hand? You have 4?
I have
You
4.
I
have
got 4.
5? You have 4?
4.
Goodness.
King Trash Panda, reveal your hand.
Oh no! I'm
Show
going to
it
deal
yourself.
so much damage.
Doesn't
I
matter,
don't
we
want
still
to
get to see
expose
your
myself.
hand.
I take no damage.
The Pimped Imps.
Oh
That's a
shit! I
healing.
forgot about the pimp damage. So I take 2 damage.
Yep.
Ruh-roh.
Dr. Rudy Barks, that'll be healing. Gifty. Prickly. Okay.
So I take 2 damage.
2 damage.
I
And
blame
then
you for this
chicken.
city,
I get to pick my strongest foe.
which I believe is Sealy.
I think that's Sealy now.
Yep.
And I have 2 for elemental. So I'm going to roll 2 dice.
So I'm surprised that the chicken is not a creature.
No, it's from the first game. 10.
Ew.
So 7 damage.
Jesus Christ!
Yeah, the chicken deals a crazy amount of damage for some reason.
Well, I mean,
Sounds
have you
like-
ever been clawed by a chicken?
Well, look at him tearing that dude's head off, man.
Right? I mean,
Dude.
that's-
That
it
is
was
one
it was
funky-
1, or 7 damage.
That is one
God.
funky chicken.
That chicken just fucked your shit up.
All right, so everybody has 4 cards. Is that correct?
Yeah.
1, 2,
Yes.
3, 4, 5. I have 6.
You have 6. Okay. Well,
Yeah, because Trashy had to give me 2.
and then
Oh Jesus!
there we go.
Well, shit. I guess that's gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay, what do we got here?
There we go. Perfect spell.
Okay, lovely.
That was a wonderful spell. Oh, Almanac. Oh, if only I wasn't on mic, I'd turn on my massage pillow because that would have massaged my neck.
Oh my.
Yes. And it's very loud. Or at least it sounds it to me.
Okay, I have 3 cards with an initiative of 9.
Me too.
I have a street called spell with
9.
initiative of 8.
You are a girly man.
Mal hasn't even made a spell yet.
You're not wrong.
Oh, he cannot make it. I do not judge him because I may not be able to make it either.
I always judge. Yeah.
Yeah.
I am the judgmental German cat.
I have 2 cards. So I
Oh,
will be
no.
going first.
2. Two cards in one.
We have Angelica Angelface, the angelic angel of miseries, grub diddling, snake dance. That just
Oh.
sounds dirty. All right, so grub diddling, the
Yes.
foe on my left must give me an arcane card from their hand, or give me one of their treasures.
So who's to your left?
That's Sealy Bob. He has to either
Sealy.
give me an
Yeah.
arcane card, or I take his treasure.
Take my treasure.
And snake dance, foes on my left and right.
Oh my.
So I'm only going to get to roll one die, but that's okay because I got a +2 to it.
Hmm.
3. So that's pretty terrible. And that
You'll do
means that
1
you-
damage.
Yeah, you guys each take 1 damage. Woo.
Oh no.
So frightening.
It didn't really work out the way that I had
You had hoped.
Yeah, not really, no.
All right. Which one of you goes next?
I got
Uh,
9.
So
I
does
have
he-
9.
So you both have to. It's a roll off. Got to beat it 2.
God damn it. Roll.
You
Get off
guys
my,
are gonna
get off
have
my
to do that
hand.
again.
It keeps getting stuck on my hand when it pops up.
3. Wolvie goes first.
Oh.
3.
For my next trick, it will be Ben Voodoo's pollinating lightning bolt.
I love that Flower and Bee are making out.
Oh my god.
And that one bee is fucking the flower.
Oh, behave.
And the other bee is getting a blowjob from the flower.
Sure looks like it.
Should I resolve the middle one first because it adds to
Uh-oh.
the spell?
Well, you take a damage to start with.
Oh, that's right. You take 1 damage because of my meek crown.
Is it still there?
Yep.
Yes,
I was
it's a
waiting.
treasure.
I was waiting to see. Okay.
It's a treasure card.
Okay. Each foe, Ben Voodoo's, each foe rolls a dice and takes that much damage. I must destroy one of my treasures if I have any. So I'm afraid the cheater's handbook's got to go.
I take 3 damage,
Take 4.
which is given to my rock and roller.
So I gotta roll?
Yep.
Yes.
Roll. Oh my god.
Oh, lucky bastard.
Yeah, so you take 1 damage, Sealy.
Okay. Okay.
Oh
Pollinating.
god.
Reveal cards from the main deck until you find a creature, then add it to your spell. So I just pull and discard?
Yes.
Yeah, here. Oh, goddamn, wrong card. Wrong thing. He
Professor
is
Presto.
not a creature.
A creature will be at the endings. It's a delivery.
I know a guy that looks like Professor Presto in real life.
It doesn't say keep, so he's not a creature.
Yep, that's not a
Correct.
creature.
Okay.
That's not a creature.
Nope. Nope.
That's not a creature.
Walker's
Yep.
Time Rangers.
That's not a creature.
Get on there. Let's see what we
That's
got.
not a creature.
Nope.
That's a creature.
That's a creature.
Oh my.
The rock and roller.
You add that to your spell.
I don't like the fact that it matches some of his other glyphs.
You just put it over here.
Okay. Yes. Let's see. Strongest foe.
Well, you should do the 2 to your left first, because that's added to it. So
Oh, do him last.
yeah, I would do the rock and
Okay.
roller last. This
Okay. Lightning bolt. The 2 foes to my left, which I guess is Mel and Sealy.
Ha ha.
Let's see. Roll power, which will be
2.
2 now,
Yep.
plus 1 for each different glyph.
So
Three.
I thought you had to
3.
sacrifice the treasure. Oh, you
I did. I
sacrificed the other one.
sacrificed the other one.
Gotcha. Okay.
So you get a plus 3
1,
to your result.
2.
You get a plus 3 to the result.
Oh, yes.
Oh, this is a potential fatality here.
It's a potential double fatality.
You got a 6.
Oh,
2
yeah.
You
damage.
did 2 damage to both of
Oh,
them.
wait.
Oh, plus
2 to my
3.
result. 6, 7, 8. So yeah, it's still 2.
Yeah, 2 damage.
I am
Okay.
toast.
So you get 3
That kills
blood
me.
for killing Sealy.
Yep. 3 blood. Sealy immediately
Oh.
gets rid of all his stuff and draws a dead wizard card.
3 blood. Awesome.
Do you have
Okay.
a reaction
What-
in your spell, Sealy Bob? Since you died, did your first have a reaction? No. Okay.
So his spell is
Okay.
discarded as well.
Yeah, it is. We were just looking to see if there was a reaction.
Right, I was just making sure.
Let's see, you are
While
at
you hold it in your
9.
hand, while you hold them in your hand, you can shake them, and they should stack up. While you have
Okay.
multiple cards in your hand.
Wow.
It doesn't always work.
Yeah.
No.
I've got. Okay, there we go.
Wiggle,
We've got
wiggle,
this.
wiggle.
We've got this, Sealy.
You go.
Okay.
So,
And
draw
my
your dead
strongest
wizard card.
foe. Oh yes, dead wizard card.
There you go. That's the one that I had last time. It's a good one.
All right,
Mm,
so you're. So for rock and rollers, you do the strongest foe, which
is you.
Oh boy!
Yay! Okay,
You
so
roll
it's
2 dice.
2 dice with a +2.
Okay.
I actually might have to bail out after this round because I got dinner.
Sure,
Okay,
Oh,
no.
yeah, I understand, man.
Yeah.
And then Boo can come in and take my spot then, so it's all good.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
I
Ah,
might
2
actually
damage.
take a dinner break myself.
And 2 damage.
Keep
Too
finding
bad.
myself snacking on little pieces of cheese. Maybe I should just eat actual food instead of.
Cheese isn't actual food.
I mean, like actual dinner instead of snacking.
Cheese is
A
always
full
an
meal.
acceptable dinner.
Ah,
Okay. So it is time for Panda's spell. Yeah.
the spell. Wow.
Panda is casting Dr. Rudy's box. Prickly. Six Squatch.
Now he gets
Oh,
to do a
yeah,
sex
baby.
squatch.
That's a
Okay.
very primal spell right up in
Yes, it is.
Well, I'm healing 3
Hmm.
hit points.
there. Oh,
On
we get
each
to roll.
foe,
Right.
each foe rolls a dice.
Great.
You get
No.
nothing.
I get nothing, sir. Good day.
I said good day, sir. And you get nothing.
Oh.
So
Damn you.
neither of you got to heal. All right.
Hmm.
So for Prickly, the foe on my right, which would be
Me.
yes.
Hmm.
So I am doing 1, 2, 3, 3 dice. And the total is
Holy crap.
14.
God damn.
So you take 3 damage and I heal 3.
Damn, sir. Just damn.
And finally, on one opponent who has already acted this round. Oh, let's see. I think it'll be Mal.
I'm going to spend 2 blood to deal 1 damage to you for each 5 hit points you have.
So 2 damage.
Don't even care.
Don't even.
Was that after you healed the 3 extra damage from dealing
Yes.
damage to me? Okay.
From Hell's Heart, Mal stabs it.
Pretty much.
All right. So I will roll the 3 dice. It's
Isn't sad
irrelevant
that I know
because
that quote more from Star
No,
Trek?
it's
than you
possible.
do?
If you rolled 3 ones, I would still live.
I think there might not be.
Oh.
5.
4, 5.
By 1 pip.
3
You did enough to kill me.
Oh,
Okay,
3 damage for
damn.
Matt.
So my treasures are gone.
And I get 3 blood.
No,
The
these precious
fur of
treasures.
My actions. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And I do not keep the sick squatch. The sick squatch is dragged off the corpse. It is now fucking it.
Yeah,
Great.
lovely.
You have
As is
such
his,
a unfortunately vivid imagination.
Do.
That just sounds all sorts of unfortunate.
I have
Corpse
5
fucking
cards. How many do
yes.
you have?
It's not
Yes.
great.
What, you don't
Many-
know?
How many cards do you have, Panda?
I
It
have
would be worse if I did.
1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 cards.
We both have 5 cards.
Okay,
This is
well, we just
wonderful.
so we both draw 5, 6, 3 cards. Just type. Just. Oh, don't do that.
He done
It's
did the same.
fine. You
It's
guys,
fine. Everything's fine.
it's fine. Whatever. Go ahead and discard your cards. I shouldn't have done that,
Yeah.
but tough, it's fine.
Oh. Oh shit. Okay. I'll. No, maybe I'll try not to. Uh, hmm. I do like Kurt.
The snag.
Let's see here. That's an issue. What do I do if I don't have any source cards?
You don't
Then
have
you
to play
don't-
one.
Then you don't play a source card.
Oh, lovely. Okay.
Oh, wrong button.
A likely story.
Well, I accidentally alt tabbed. I was trying to alt shift so I could see the card I was playing.
Hmm. Damn. Hmm.
There, my spell is ready. Okay,
Show us
do
what you
that.
got.
See which one.
Other than a murdered girl.
Don't want to do that one.
Also, the noises the sex squatch makes are.
Why?
He sounds like a dying zombie.
I don't even know.
You know, don't lie.
Don't worry about it. It is fine. Fine. Yeah.
They're my friends.
Uh,
I just haven't figured
okay.
out why.
No one else will be.
Hey, my cards were upside down. What did you do?
No
do
idea what
shit.
you're talking about.
You fixed my cards.
I
Okay.
didn't fix everything.
I-
It looks like your nameplate is still backwards.
Not for me.
Okay.
Okay.
For me,
My
my
spell
name
has
is.
but 2 cards.
So you'll go first.
Okay. This will be pathetic. What the hell? There we go. Okay. We have Motherfucking cockatrice.
Oh no!
Okay, take the standee and give it to a foe who didn't already have it, then deal 3 damage to that foe.
Well, I have the standing now.
Yes. And
And you have 3 damage.
1, 2, 3.
No, eesh. Alright, and then I roll some dice. I
You
roll
roll
2 dice.
No,
Nope.
1 dice.
1 die.
2, because of my treasure.
1
his
dice,
Kingor-
and you add 2 to the result.
Oh,
Yes.
that's right. Okay.
You just dropped that. You roll that dice properly, young man.
I wasn't intending to roll it. I thought there was already a die over here, so I went to put it back, and then saw there wasn't. Okay. Ah.
There you go.
4.
Plus
I
2.
keep him. Oh
Plus
yeah,
2.
plus 2, 4,
So
5,
I
6.
take 2 damage.
You take 2 damage.
Oh no! The kitty is hurt.
And then you do not keep him.
I do not keep him.
The cuddle wizard is in pain.
It's fine. I have my own cock. I do not need that one.
But you could have had 3.
That's too many.
No. 9.
I can do the work of 3 cocks with 1 cock.
Oh. Well, the cuddle wizard is casting his spell now. Or you're
This
ready.
is still marked as for mature audiences from the earlier game that I was playing.
This is
My
fine.
My channel is always marked for mature permanently.
Okay. The cuddle wizard is casting King
Do it.
Oberon's
Oh.
Gifty Bob.
Just Bob.
Yes.
Bob from accounting.
Or
So
is
I
it
heal
Bob
for-
from Harry Dresden?
Yeah, it's kind of what I
Dresden
thought.
from-
I
Yeah.
gain 2 hit points.
You do the
Yeah.
thing.
And for Gifty, I
Because Boo, they are Siegfried and Roy.
add
Yeah.
the delivery card from my hand.
Dibs on not being the white.
From your
tiger.
hands?
From my card, yeah. Oh, which one? I shall summon the pimp imps.
Deliver them from your hands.
They are free. And Bob, with the 4 of the most blood, that would be
Yes.
that would
Yes.
be you, will
That
be.
would be me.
So now it rolls 3 die.
And they become old Germans every now and then.
Oh,
How do you have 3? Oh, I see it. Okay.
3 illusions.
Yes. What have you?
14. You take
Oh,
4
lovely.
damage, and I steal 1 blood from you. The Sasquatch is not dead of the corpse.
4, 2, 3, 4.
And now the pimped imps are going to attack.
Sadly,
For his
there's
last
a sex
shriek.
squatch off there somewhere that is defiling the corpse.
Humpity.
And I shall roll now.
Yes. Roll a 1.
7.
No.
You take 3 damage. And I keep the imps.
Oh no, I have died.
Oh yeah, I am the winner. So, 1, 2, 3 blood. Wait, does blood carry over or not? I forget.
Blood does.
Oh yes. So I discard all my hand and my spell. I don't get to keep any of my monsters that I work so hard to
Okay.
summon.
I take a
The
dead
only thing
wizard
that you really
card.
get is a last wizard standing token.
Oh yes.
Which
Okay,
ones
do
are the dead?
I
Where's the
return.
dead wizard thing? Which one is it? Is it the one with the 41? I take it.
Yes.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
Oh, have y'all been drawing cards for each turn you're dead? By the way.
I didn't for that last turn, but honestly,
I didn't.
this is probably the last game we're going to get to play of this at the moment because
Oh,
most
that's
of us are
right.
leaving to go eat dinner. So I was
Oh,
like,
right.
Not a big deal.
Well,
Right,
the
this is-
cattle wizard, Sir Kitty Purrington, is now the king wizard of Castle Tentacle.
Lovely.
Bow down, my minions.
I will not bow for you.
Then you go to the dungeons.
This game is weird.
It is. It's weird.
The
It's
dungeons are
fucking-
also my little box.
I think I'm actually buy a physical copy of this game for my friends and I to play because this is
Yeah.
a blast.
This is
Yeah,
a
yeah.
crazy game. We'll play Super Fight sometime.
I,
Oh my
I actually
God,
saw them
yes.
play this on tabletop once, so I wasn't completely clueless, just mostly
Yes. I own a
Yeah.
physical copy of Super Fight because I like it so much. But I also have the actual
Oh jeez.
Oh, jeez.
Super Fight.
Yeah, I say we play this next. This is the be the next. This be the next game we play.
Okay,
Where's my
I'm
vote?
fine with that. Super
What
Fight's
the
a good
fuck
game.
is it? What is it even?
Where you know how in Cards Against Humanity, how you start pairing stuff up, and then you all kind of vote to see whose pair is the craziest. It's not unlike that, but with superpowers.
Oh,
So
lovely.
you may have like Adolf Hitler with telekinesis, and then somebody else is playing a zoo animal that is also an acid fog and made of mirrors. And
Lovely.
we get to say why we think one of them, well, the person who plays them will say why they think that they would beat the other thing, and then everybody agrees or disagrees and points to who we think the winner of that fight would be.
Or you could end up being completely screwed over by your friend, like I did, because I had something that was totally of one until they played got a played a card that gave them the ability to play a card onto an opponent's card, which turned my 20-foot tall 20 story tall I forgot what it was, into pudding.
Yep, absolutely. Yep, there are qualities for different things like that, and you get to like put them together. So if you have somebody who's like an unbeatable Mechagodzilla or something like that, and then you turn them into poison glass, clearly they're not going to knock anything over because they're kind of crappy. They might suffocate people, but they're sure not going to rip that, giant world-shattering tank that you have over there apart.
Yes, they just
Lord.
can kill the driver, so that would be more than enough, unless that tank is airtight, in which case the drivers are already dead.
So I don't even know
Yeah.
what's going on because it's also got other decks. They've got the green deck is an expansion that adds G-rated cards. They've got the anime fight. They've
Which
got
we can ignore.
the Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
They've got
Okay, so
Super Fight,
basically-
which is the purple deck that adds scenarios such as Kitten Stampede and No Gravity.
Location cards.
And
Right.
the blue deck adds a location to it, while the challenge deck adds
Oh god.
more fighters.
So we'll
A
see how it
beer
goes. We'll
throwing
probably
T-Rex.
play the base game first, and then we'll see about
Yeah.
adding in some
Yeah.
stuff. But
Well, we'll see how this goes. I think I saw this played once and I didn't like it. We'll see.
well, I tend
Alright.
to not play by the rules because they want you to go like round robin and
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
like have somebody continually trying to beat it. I usually make it so that everybody is just in a big mass melee, and then
Yes,
that way people
that's how-
can basically vote on it. That way, it's not half the table waiting for their turn.
Right, that's
Yeah.
how me and my
Yeah.
friends do it too.
Okay, so
Alright.
what's the plan? Break for food and come back, or just break for food?
I think break for food, and then we'll send messages and see what we can get going tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds like a winner.
Lovely.
All right. Well,
All right,
thanks for
later,
playing, you
guys.
guys. I will catch you.
Thank you
all.
for
Indeed.
thank you for putting up with the gay Nazi kitty.
Yeah.